You hope I'm gonna whoop your ass, bitch. Watch. Keep running your mouth. Watch.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so it's been a little bit of time since we made a video about Vergil Ortiz. You know, this year, 2023, it was supposed to be a banner year for Vergil Ortiz. He was supposed to fight Imantas Stanionis multiple times in what I believe would have been one of the better welterweight fights we've had in a while. But due to his health problems, rhabdomyosis, and the condition he suffered throughout the year, you know, he's been pulling out of fights, right? So now he has announced recently, it's been reported recently that Vergil Ortiz is going to be moving up to 154. He'll be taking on Fredrick Lawson. We'll get to that in a second. But what I wanted to talk about was this right here, ladies and gentlemen. You see that on the screen? You got Vergil Ortiz, you got Robert Garcia, you got Vergil Ortiz Sr. This was how it all started off with Vergil Ortiz. This was the group. This was the blueprint. This was what made waves in boxing was Vergil Ortiz with Robert Garcia. Now, you know, he had left Robert Garcia for a couple of fights. He had worked with Manuel Robles, I believe, and he was still good. But I'll tell you right now, when he was with Robert Garcia, just a little more surgical, just a little bit more precise. And I think it's great for the 154 division. It is great for boxing. It is just great the fact that Vergil Ortiz has a fight date coming soon, that he's going to be fighting soon, and that, truthfully, you know, to have Robert Garcia back in his corner, you know, the renowned trainer Robert Garcia is a welcome sign and a welcome sighting, because a lot of times fighters and trainers split. Sometimes they, you know, they're better off without each other. Sometimes they can reconcile the differences. It looks like whatever differences that there was in that camp between Vergil Ortiz, maybe Vergil Ortiz Sr. and Robert Garcia has been reconciled. And we're going to get what I deem to be one of the best trainer-fighter tandems in boxing back in business. So 154, watch out, because Vergil Ortiz is back, and he is back with the vengeance. Now, let's talk about his opponent, you know, what he's got coming up, because, you know, he's going to be fighting that gentleman right there above my left shoulder, and that is none other than Ghana's very own Fredrick Lawson. Now, for those of you who really remember those early PBC days, you may remember Fredrick Lawson, because I sure as hell do. I remember very early on, because I remember one of the first PBC fights that ever took place was when Fredrick Lawson fought Breeders Prescott, and that was down here in South Florida in March 2015 at the Hialeah Casino. I remember when I was working back at my old job, I used to work at Antonio's Pizza on East Day and Beach Boulevard making pizzas, and they used to have the radio on. I remember I was making pizza one day, and I heard an ad on the radio. They were trying to advertise this Fredrick Lawson versus Kevin Bizier fight, right? And Lawson got stopped in that fight by Bizier. Bizier wound up fighting Kell Brook next, as he was, I believe he was Kell Brook's, I can't remember if it was mandatory, if it was voluntary, but he fought Kell Brook next, right? You know, wasn't the best fighter in his prime. Never really cut it as a fringe contender. And I haven't heard his name since 2015, but he stayed active. He's been fighting. You know, he's had a number of fights. Got knocked out by Charles Hadley in 2021. So clearly, he did beat Esteban Villalobos, tough Mexican fighter, right? That had that fight with Blair Cobbs like 3 or 4 years ago. So he's a body. He's a guy that's experienced. He's boxed, you know, well over 150 rounds in the pros. And it's the ideal fight for Vergil Ortiz in his first fight at 154. Vergil Ortiz didn't fight this year, so Vergil Ortiz lost momentum. Momentum is everything in boxing. So obviously, Golden Boy Promotions, Vergil Ortiz, and the fine folks involved with this whole promotion, they're looking for Vergil Ortiz to come back with a bang and to continue that big knockout streak of being, you know, 100% KO ratio. Lawson's a veteran. Lawson's, you know, had over 30 fights, but Lawson's been knocked out in all 3 of his losses. So it is expected that Vergil Ortiz not only win, but win and look good in his 154 debut. Now, I don't know if he's ranked yet. I don't know if he's entered the rankings of 54. So I'm gonna check real quick while I'm talking to you guys. Make sure you smash that like button, because that helps YouTube and the fine folks at YouTube let the people know out there that you guys like the content I'm putting out. Now, he hasn't officially entered the rankings yet in any of the governing bodies. So he's going to have to eventually, get active, get back into the rankings. But there's a wealth of opportunity for Vergil Ortiz. I mean, you got some great fights out there for him. You got guys like, obviously, Xander Zayas. I think would be a great fight for him. If Top Rank and Golden Boy want to come together and make a fight. Mexican-American versus a Puerto Rican. I think that fight with their styles does great business if the fight ever comes together. You got Jesus Ramos, who, I still view as undefeated fighter. PBC fighter nonetheless, but that could be a good fight. There's a lot of options for Vergil Ortiz. I mean, I'll tell you this. There was a lot of talk about back at 147 years ago about Vergil Ortiz and Earl Spence doing a Texas-like super fight. Well, Earl Spence is going to be fighting Terrence Crawford. Now, I don't think he's going to beat Terrence Crawford, but no matter what happens with that fight, I think that's something that should be explored by Golden Boy, by Oscar De La Hoya, by Rick Morrigan, and the fine folks for Team Ortiz. But nonetheless, I think boxing, look, whether you love Vergil Ortiz, don't care about Vergil Ortiz, you're indifferent, you don't like him for whatever reason, you can't argue the fact that boxing is better when Vergil Ortiz is active, when Vergil Ortiz is match fit, when Vergil Ortiz has that world-class piston-like jab working, when he's pressuring you. Boxing is better with Vergil Ortiz than without Vergil Ortiz. And obviously, I think a fight with him and Tim Tszyu would be battle for the ages. Two seek and destroy fighters, coming to meet in the center of the ring, but they do it in such an intelligent fashion. I think that could be a great fight. If Jaron Ennis wants to have a short world title reign and move to 54, I still would like to see Jaron Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz. Unfortunately, when we didn't get it at welterweight, I would like to see it at 54, but, we'll see how that goes. But nonetheless, January the 6th, y'all can say the date, Vergil Ortiz does return to the ring against Fredrick Lawson. Best wishes to Fredrick Lawson. I'm not wishing bad on any fighter, but I'm calling things how I see him. Fredrick Lawson is a veteran fighter. He deserves respect for his efforts and contributions to boxing, as does any fighter. But they brought him here for a reason. He's been stopped in all three of his losses, and he's fighting a guy who has stopped everybody in his path. So he is here for a job. I hope he come prepared. I hope he does his best. He puts his best foot forward, because look, boxing's the theater of the unexpected, and you just never know what's in a man's heart, what's in his spirit. And best wishes to him as he comes into the fight with Vergil Ortiz. But nonetheless, really good news to see Vergil Ortiz back with that man right there, Robert Garcia. I loved watching Vergil Ortiz so much when he was a prospect and fighting guys like Antonio Orozco and them kind of guys, Mauricio Herrera, when he was mowing those guys down. You guys know he was still good after Robert Garcia, but I just think a bit more surgical with Robert Garcia, and I think that man gives Vergil Ortiz his best chance at success in the pro. So shout out to Robert Garcia. Shout out to everybody involved with the RGBA, the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Vergil Ortiz on 154? Who do you want to see him fight and why? And what do you think about him reuniting with Robert Garcia? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just kidding from dating. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching. The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, for the first time this year, this is the official Vergil Ortiz versus Fredrick Lawson live fight reaction extravaganza. And to my left, you guys know who it is. He's a man that really needs an introduction, but you might not recognize because he got the wave cap on. It's the one, it's the only. It's Pops.
Yeah, welcome to our True School Sports. Happy 2024, and here we go.
It's such a blessing to be here, guys. Like, this is the first live fight reaction extravaganza of 2024. I'm happy to be here. It's great to see you guys here. Right now, they actually started the card. They got Raul Curiel in the ring, and I'll get to Raul Curiel in a second if he doesn't knock this guy out before we get done talking. But I wanted to take some time to acknowledge some of the fine folks that have already, decided to comment and go ahead and just, check the temperature. Before I go into the comments, also, guys, smash that like button. Let me know what city, what state, what continent you're watching from, and all that good stuff. But shout out to my main man, the first comment on the first live fight reaction of the year. And of course, it's so fitting. It's my main man, Eddie Morales. I love Eddie. Eddie says, BT, they're saying that Ortiz rehydrated to 172, and that's not
That's not surprising. We know Virgil's a big guy. We know Virgil Ortiz was a gargoyle of a man at 147. So, yeah, I mean, look, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be very, very strong, very, very powerful, very destructive in there tonight. And Fredrick Lawson, I hope he trained his heart out because he's gonna need it. But shout out to you, Eddie. Good to see you. Lance Meyer, what's good, Lance? He says True School Sports. What's good, Lance? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Jesus M in the building. He says Saludos BT. Okay, shout out to you. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. We got Christian Lewis in the building. Shout out to Christian. He says BT and Pops, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Yeah. Happy New Year to MEZ BX. Good to see you. And then he wants to know about what's the whole deal with the whole 156 catchweight. Well, look, it's a non-title fight. Virgil Ortiz is not in the rankings, so you can get it. We spoke about this before. You can do that in non-title fights if you're not a ranked fighter. That's why you could do it. So that's why it's happening. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how Virgil will look tonight at 154. I'm hoping Lawson is strong and sturdy enough to at least give him some rounds, because the last thing I want to see, I'll be honest with you, it'll be exciting if it happens, but the last thing I want to see right now for Virgil is him just knocking out one round. At minimum, I'm hoping Lawson can give Virgil at least 5 rounds, but I might be asking too much.
Yeah, and what I like about BT, one of his famous words is always his inactivity. We haven't seen Virgil for a while in the ring, so we're going to find out how much rust he really got, how his movement is, how his punching is. We don't know. We haven't seen him for quite a while. So tonight we're going to see what this opponent is going to bring to him. I'm hoping this opponent can actually challenge him and take him to extra rounds, like you said, because we'll find out how fine and finished he is with going back with Garcia.
Shout out to Anthony Mazzano. He says, Hola, hermanos, and Cash Cow 2.0 out there in Australia says, hello, BT and Pop. Shout out to the Aussies, always in here representing. But listen, guys, look, I'll definitely give you guys some more thoughts on Virgil Ortiz later. I actually want to zone in right now on the fight that's going on right now. And for those of you who don't know what's going on right now, you guys know how it goes here on True School Sports. Whatever you see right there in the banner, that's the fight that's going on right now. So right now we got the number 10 ranked WBC contender, Raul Curiel. He's taking on the guy's name is Elias Diaz. Elias Diaz is who he's fighting. 12-1 Elias Diaz. This is the 14th pro fight for Raul Curiel. He's a Mexican-American welterweight. Hasn't really got a lot of the headlines, but, good fighter. I remember I saw Curiel fight a couple years ago in 2021 towards the end when he fought on the Zoto Ramirez Gonzalez undercard in San Antonio, and he wound up knocking out Kendo Castaneda, who went on to have like a really good run in pro box in the last chance tournament. So, you look at him right now. Curiel has that real high guard, patient, nice solid jab. Kind of has a very similar stance to Virgil Ortiz. I don't think he's as quite as good as Virgil Ortiz, but good fighter.
Yeah, 13-0 with 11 knockouts. We can't always go by that, but I have to give him his respect for that coming into this fight. And I'm happy this fight's happening, but I'm really intrigued for Virgil Ortiz and the other undercard with Ohara.
Yeah, the real main event to me is the co-main event between Ohara Davies and Barroso, because Ohara Davies has been slowly pounding that pavement over the years, trying to get himself into this position. Golden Boy recently signed him, so he might be in the fold for a Ryan Garcia fight if he wins this fight. Mm-hmm. But then you also got Barroso, who a lot of people thought beat Rolly. He was on his way to beating Rolly at least, and he kind of got screwed. So should be a real intriguing fight. But right now, if you guys are looking at the landscape of the welterweight division, this guy Curiel, he might be a player in this division. I don't think Boots will be a 147-pounder very long, just to be honest with you, because there's not enough opponents there for him. Mm-hmm. I think this division is going to go through a really rough transitional phase. But if you're looking at guys that could actually make some noise in this weight class, I think Curiel is one of them guys, just because he's ranked. He's a good fighter. I believe he was a Mexican Olympian. Okay. He's got a good amateur background. I believe he's still trained by Freddie Roach, because he was training with Freddie Roach last time I seen him fight. So yeah, he's trained by Freddie Roach, Wild Card Gym. So who knows, man? Maybe well, he's at 47 now, so him and Virgil can't fight anymore. But that was a fight I was talking about at one point.
Yeah, the dude that you wanted to see. But just to see boxing back in 2024 in the zone, and having Virgil Ortiz, I liked him when he was at 147, and definitely don't like him at 154, because that's more his comfortable weight. So I'm dying for that.
We shout out to Ghost. Ghost says 47 is about to enter the new champion every month phase. Yeah, 1 month might be Giovanni Santillan. The next month might be Jin Sasaki. The next month might – listen, 147 I think is going to kind of like become like the 154, I think, because of like There's not really like you got Boots, right? But Boots, I don't think he's gonna be there long because I think at some point he's gonna get frustrated that he can't get top opponents and he's gonna go up to 54. So I'm telling you, 147 might be kind of a fun weight class in the next year or so.
Yeah.
But obviously, let's also acknowledge other people here. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to Omar Gonzalez. He says, "Yo, True School Sports, get on us, bros." Yes. Good to see you, man. We got Wario next. Virgil didn't want the 147, 154, or 160, so he created his own weight class, 156. I don't know about all that.
No, I'm not gonna
listen. It's a non-title fight against a non-ranked opponent, and Virgil's non-ranked himself. So like, fighters can do this. You can do this if you're in a non-title fight, and it's very common. So I'm not really too stressed out about like the weight this fight.
Yeah, and it's his first fight back here at 154, and you know, we don't know what kind of shape he really is in. We just know we know him from 147 when he had that power, when he has that power, and the way he boxes and how he comes forward and he's pressure fighting and all that. But we don't know what shape he is in this fight because of his inactivity.
Yeah. Rue 504 says, "True School salute. Good to see you, champ." We got him in the building. We got Drunk Irishman in the building.
I like that one.
Anthony wants to know from us while we're sitting here watching Raul Curiel against this tough fighter Diaz. He says, "BT and Pops, who are your prospects of the year? Your fighter of the year, trainer of the year." Well, you want to do that? You want me to run through the whole awards right now? I'll give you a couple because I'm not gonna sit there. Some of that I gotta think about. But fighter of the year, I already told you guys in the video. Oshaki Foster. Prospect of the year. That one's tough. I would say either Tito Mercado or Elijah Garcia. I think either one of them are great. As far as trainer of the year, I'm gonna go with Andy Lee. And knockout of the year, I'll go with Mark Moxayo versus what's that guy's name? Isaac Avalar. I like that knockout a lot.
Of a Bill Haney?
Yes, of a Bill Haney. Yep.
That's like your favorite Bill Haney.
I love Bill Haney. I'm going with Andy Lee.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
No, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it right now. I'll just say like check out Brandon's video on Oshaki Foster while he feels he should be the
yeah. I'm not if you didn't hear me talk about it on one of the other lives, I'm not gonna go through it here, but
we will.
But you know, shout out to 2023. It was a great year for boxing. Right now, we're on this is the kickoff of 2024. New page. So
yeah, thank you for your comments. Hit that like button and yeah.
Let me see. If y'all got any questions too, feel free to leave them down below. Also, guys, program reminder. Next week, to me, the real beginning of boxing, it starts next weekend when Arts Better Be Up takes on Callum Smith. We'll definitely be live for that one, so make sure you guys definitely join that. But right now, I'm over here kind of doing a little research on Raul Curiel's opponent in Elias Diaz. Elias Diaz, he's out there from San Diego, so he's a San Diego kid. His only loss is to Luis Lopez. I know it can't be Luis Bernardo Lopez, is it? No way. No. So his only loss is to another guy named Luis Lopez, who's 14-2-2. And so this is a pretty big step up for Elias Diaz against Curiel. He hasn't fought anybody on this level. But so far, I think he's doing a good job. I think, Curiel keeps running him into that right hand because Elias has a real upright stance. So a lot of times Elias will press forward, and sometimes that lead hand is low. So Curiel is just kind of baiting him in, and he just throwing a little right hand over the top. And then a nice uppercut from Curiel. Okay, we see you, Raul.
What's last time? Bad
boy Curiel. We see you, champ.
Yeah, what's the last time he fought, Brendan?
Curiel?
Yeah, it's been active for a while.
No, he had. I know he fought last April.
Okay.
I'm not sure he fought after that. He fought September. So he fought December 2022, and he only had one fight in September.
So he was out for a year then.
He fought one time in 2023, which was he fought Courtney Pennington, 17-6-3, knocked him out in 10 rounds. So
will you feel this is a good time for I know that Wiggins to come up at 147, do good now that it's going to a change?
Trayshawn Wiggins, we love Trayshawn Wiggins here on True School Sports. He got his ranking bumped up. He's going the WBA route. He's not going to be in line to fight this guy like that because he's with this guy Curiel. He's ranked in WBC. So Wiggins, that I don't think that fight winds up happening. But there he is. Virgil Ortiz enters the arena in Las Vegas as he looks to fight for the first time.
Yeah, he looked like he lost, man. He looked like goes to a tour.
He's not lost. That man's not lost. One thing I like about Virgil, I can tell you this about Virgil.
Yeah.
Virgil Ortiz is one of those guys who I could tell really like he loves this sport.
This guy looks fucking nervous already.
Fredrick Lawson, hey.
I like his jacket though, but that's about it.
Well, he got the camouflage jacket on.
Shit on, yeah.
I got you. No, but one thing I can say about Virgil, when you listen to us talk about boxing, you can tell boxing is his entire life because when he's not fighting, he literally just doesn't know how to function.
No,
he plays
the guitar. He has no girlfriends, and he likes boxing.
Rocky Asa, shout out to you. He says, shout out to Pops and BT from the Philippines. The trainer of the year for me is Shingo Inoue. I ain't mad at that. You know, for all the hype that the monster gets, his dad gets almost no hype. He's like his dad is like the opposite of Bill Haney and T.O. Senior. Like, you know, you never hear nothing from his dad, but great trainer. You know, got 2 world champions that came from, you know, from his balls pretty much. You know, just to put it bluntly. So I ain't mad at that. But we're here in round 4, Raul Curiel versus Elias Diaz. Elias Diaz, I'm not scoring these rounds, but Elias Diaz is having some success in spots. I see him throwing a nice jab. He's tying up Curiel at certain points, and he's even able to smother him. But so far, I think Curiel has landed the cleanest shots. I mean, by combi box, Curiel has landed 7 more punches than Diaz, and he's landing on a 23% higher connect ratio. So, yeah, I mean, my eyes aren't lying to me. You know, Elias Diaz is doing some good work in spots, but it's Curiel with the high guard defense, the educated pressure, and he's running him into that right hand every now and then. So I think, and there's a left hook from Curiel, and then a straight right hand. Okay, so now you see Raul Curiel starting to really pick his punches nicely. You know, there's an uppercut, works the uppercut in there. So you saw a little bit of everything there: a jab, a straight right hand, and an uppercut.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying it's a changing of the guard at 147? It's going to be like that?
When this fight is done, I'm going to show you guys the rankings. I'm going to show you guys rankings so you guys can see how wide open the welterweight division is. Because oftentimes I'll mention fights like Giovanni Santillan and Jin Sasaki, and people wonder, why the hell am I mentioning these fights? It's because the division is that open and it's going through a whole transitional phase with Crawford. You know,
do you feel that if Boost moves up, that Barrios will become undisputed or get a chance? No. There'll be better fighters than him? No.
Barrios probably, if Boots does fight at 47, Barrios probably winds up fighting a guy like Boots.
Okay.
That unification.
Right, and then after that, move on. Right.
But I like what I'm seeing from Curiel. I like Curiel, man. Curiel's a good fighter. Nobody talks about him, but he's a good fighter, man. When he gets on that front foot and he starts working behind that jab, he kind of does fight a little bit like Virgil Ortiz. I don't think he's quite as sharp as Virgil, but kind of has the same stance, does a lot of the same things really, really well. I just don't think his balance is good, and neither is his like punching power. Yeah. But you know, a solid contender, good contender.
That you're gonna get when you go to see him fight, you're gonna get your money's worth just for watching him. He's not gonna bore you out of your mind.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So shout out to him.
Yeah, and shout out to his dad, Senior. I met his dad. His dad. I haven't talked to his dad in about over a year, but more friends on Facebook or whatever. His dad and I talk to me sometimes.
I'm just so happy that Virgil went back with Garcia because I always sometimes these fighters like when they have a divorce or in a marriage, he went back to his wife, how so to speak, and Garcia, the trainer that made him win all the time. I think that was the best thing he did. Stay with Garcia and keep going on what you're doing.
We got our first Hyro comment of the year. Our first Hyro, the first of many ridiculous comments Hyro's going to make this year. He says, hey, Pops and BT, wow, Virgil is such a star. He went from fighting in a 10,000-seat arena at Dickey's Arena to 4,000 seats in the Virgil Hotel.
Hey, I guarantee you, you're going to go see him. You're going to watch him over in California. You're going to watch him. He's become one of your favorites. You don't like Ortiz?
Yeah, he has this thing against Virgil Ortiz, but it is
what
it is.
Oh, my. Okay, that's another thing. Yeah.
My man right here says, I saw Elias Diaz against Louis Lopez on a Thompson boxing card. He made a solid account of him, so the fight was close. Yeah, look, see, you know more than me. I didn't even watch that card, but so far I think he's given a decent account of himself here. It's just that Curiel is very patient and has a lot of experience, and I think Curiel is doing a good job of working that jab, and he's slowly starting to pierce the guard and lower the guard of Elias Diaz. Yeah. But you know, solid fighter. I mean, I don't know a ton about like his amateur background and things like that, but it seems to be a solid fighter.
He's looking good too.
What happened to Cody Crowley and Jamal James and Bute? Are their gatekeepers now at 147? Well, they're all. I'll show you the rankings when this fight is. I'm going to show you the rankings. Some of those guys you mentioned are still ranked, and I think they could qualify as high level gatekeepers. I feel, you know. But we're here in round 5. It's a 10-rounder. Raul Curiel versus Elias Diaz. Raul Curiel. Oh, beautiful. He threw a little sweeping right hand around the guard and then a 1-2 down the middle. And now you see Curiel is really starting to get into a nice rhythm, picking those punches real nicely. And Starting to slowly just beat up Elias Diaz in a very surgical fashion.
What I like about him, I know Mexican fighters come forward and do all this stuff, but he's very patient, at least with his jab.
Well, he's not like most Mexican fighters because
that's what I'm saying.
Most Mexican fighters don't go to the Olympics. He actually is a Mexican Olympian. He's rare. He's rare. He's a rare breed. Not a lot of Mexican Olympians at this level of boxing. Most of these Mexicans turn pro at a young age.
So it's a rare breed.
Yes.
God bless him.
Yes.
And I'm big on that. I like Olympic boxers with the Olympics in the U.S., whatever, because I know they have some type of certain skills to even make it to that far and to that level.
Yeah, but he has the stance you would expect from a Mexican fighter, but he has a little bit of slickness. Like you saw right there, he lowered the right hand, and then he kind of used a little bit of torso and shoulder movement to slip those punches. So Curiel, I think is
these are all Golden Boy fighters, right?
These are all Golden Boy fighters. This is a Golden Boy card. It's brought to you in part by the fine folks at Golden Boy Promotions: Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Rick Glazer, Marco's Chess wants to know what time is the main event. I'm not sure. What I can tell you is you still got after this fight, you got Arnold Barboza's fight, you got Ohara Davies, and then you got the co-main event, and then it's the main event. So you still got 2 fights before the main event. So you got a little bit of time. So get your snacks, call your girlfriend, do what you got to do before the main event starts.
Yep. We only see this fight's going pretty quick too, though.
Mankey Crazy says Cody Crowd on the IBF eliminator versus Ekal Esserman. Yeah, and then Ekal Esserman wound up losing to Harry Scarf. So now Harry Scarf, who was irrelevant in British boxing, is now relevant in the welterweight division just because of that one win.
Only in boxing, right?
Only in boxing. You could be a somebody or nobody today and a somebody tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like look at our good buddy Pete Dobson.
Yeah,
he's fighting February 3rd. Counter Ben. I think it's a very winnable fight for him in Las Vegas. So people don't. Oh, big straight right hand by Curiel at the end of round 5, and Elias Diaz got sat on his ass, and you can see. Look at
his eye.
His whole left eye is damn near closed, and
damn, he didn't look like he had that much power, Brendan.
Who, Curiel?
Yeah, he's
setting him up.
Jabbing him.
Listen, surgical puncher.
Knock you the
fuck
up.
Tell him how you feel.
2024, True School Sports with Kevin Wood for Bang. Let's go, Curiel. Let's go.
You forgot the woo at the end.
Woo!
There you go. QC says, "What up, BT and Pop? Everything is good. Wishing you fellas a blessed 2024 and in everything you do, and everything you do. Respect, respect to you, man. I appreciate all your messages on Instagram and all your comments, man. You give me a lot of encouragement, so I do appreciate you, and much love to you in Australia. And yeah, it's crazy we're in 2024 because the other day I was like, man, 2020 was 4 years ago already.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane to me. So time's just
what's that? Time passes you by.
Time's just
sure.
flying by. A man deciding paper 632 says, as for Curiel, I've only seen his fights against Kendall and Pennington, and he looked amazing in those fights. Although the Pennington stoppage was a bit odd, given I thought it was a bad stoppage. But nonetheless, a good fighter. My introduction to Curiel was when I went to the fight in San Antonio when he beat up Kendall Castaneda. I think he was the only guy to stop Castaneda. I could be wrong, but I think he's the only guy to stop Castaneda. But here we go, round 6. I think Curiel's gonna try to finish him off, and let's pack him up and let's go home.
Yeah,
let's go home. So he's stalking Diaz right now, and Diaz is throwing a pawing jab, but you see Curiel stepping in with a nice, measured, calculated, educated power jab, doing some real good power boxing right now. Shoots a little right hand to the body, trying to open up that right hand to the top. Oh, and he just missed a big. Curiel missed a big uppercut. Yeah. If you would have landed that one, he would have been in the Clark County Hospital out there in Vegas.
Yeah, he's winning this fight, no doubt.
I'm intrigued to see Arnold Barboza Jr.'s fight next. He's fighting a guy.
Fight tonight.
Next fight.
Okay.
It's his Golden Boy debut. We know Jose Ramirez just signed Golden Boy to avoid Tio. So it's funny. We thought we were going to get that fight on Top Rank. We'll probably get it on Golden Boy. But the guy that he's fighting, the African dude he's fighting, Barboza, is the only fighter to take Ernesto Tito Mercado the distance. So
that's my
durable guy, you know?
Yeah. Well, we'll find out, man. We won't talk much about Ramirez because I'm tired of him.
No, we will because
when he's
meets, part of the Barboza storyline.
Okay, when he meets motherfucking if he ever gets to fight Matias or Teofimo, he's done. All that running away is gonna stop.
Well, that's why he ran the Golden Boy.
I mean, making excuses. I don't like that. You're a tough Mexican, act like one.
Yeah, we're here.
Nice shot by him.
1 minute and 17 seconds left here in round 6. Raul Curiel still stocking. Oh, big uppercut of Curiel, and Diaz is hurt. Yeah, he's hurt, and Curiel takes some measured steps towards him, cuts that ring off, throws a straight right hand right down the middle.
Yeah.
And I think, look, it's a matter of time. I think it's a matter of time before Curiel gets Diaz up on out of here.
Yeah.
But I give respect to Diaz. He's doing what he can with what he's got. He's he's a little outgunned.
We said the different levels.
Different level, but he's good. He's solid.
He's holding his arm, but I think Curiel being the taller fighter, I think skill wise, in my opinion, he's a lot better than Elias. And Elias being the shorter fighter, he's going inside more.
I'm telling you right now, if Curiel set him up with if he lands the uppercut, this can be curtains for him.
Yeah, he's throwing hard too. Look, be patient. This is going 6 already, so 6 rounds. So
I think it's kind of good for Curiel to get the rounds. He didn't fight as much as you would have wanted him to in 2023, but if he can get established these next 2 rounds, get 7 or 8 rounds in, that's a great blazing start for 2024. And I already got the fight in mind that I want for him. I'll talk about if he wins this fight, but good right hand for Curiel.
Yeah. Golden Boy doesn't have a lot of fighters anymore like he used to, right?
No. Big names. Yeah. So Diaz survives the 6th round, but let me go ahead and run through a couple comments while we're seeing.
Hit that like button, guy.
Jesus says, I saw the video recently that Robert said that he wouldn't fight Band to face. He wouldn't want Band to face Romo Gonzalez because they're friends. Yeah, that's that whole Mr. Honda Tekken Promotions nonsense. Yeah, that's gay as hell. Mankey Crazy says, I saw that match. The ref allowed Scarf to hold like crazy. Listen, his nickname is Horrible Harry Scarf. He got an ugly ass style, but he make it work for him.
He was either way. Yeah,
he won. Yeah. He won. You see what else we got here? Rick Marigan, Jose Ramirez's manager, he doesn't do him any favors. And the way he talk about Jose Ramirez like Jose Ramirez is Canelo. He talks about Jose Ramirez like Ramirez is his value and the dollars he has behind him. Like bro.
Yo, I'll just say like this. He got fucking,
Rick Marigan.
He got pissed. He got pieced up by motherfucking Taylor. That's all I gotta say.
Rick Marigan has me blocked on Instagram because I was going off on him.
Yeah, you're calling it right. You're telling the way things are, and he's telling you.
I don't know when it's gonna happen, but the day me and Rick Marigan cross paths, I'm gonna have a lot to say to him. So hopefully he can't block me in real life like he can on Instagram. So we'll see how that goes when because it's inevitable. I'm gonna go to enough fights in this lifetime where me and Rick Marigan one day will cross paths, and when it happens, I'm gonna have a lot to say to him, and I'll make sure I get it on camera.
True Skull will walk up to him too, like a nice. They don't even know who is this guy. Oh, you don't know?
No, he doesn't know who I am. Yeah. He's seen these videos, but
it's just kind of bullshit. Like you telling your fighter's worth this money, that money. You don't want to get to one of those 2 guys. I'm gonna tell you. Female motherfucker.
They're not fighting those guys. They're gonna try to angle.
He's gonna stay in the stable, in the Golden Boy stable, just like
they're gonna try to angle. He's gonna be used to try to fight Ryan Garcia or something like that, or Ohara Davies or something like that.
Yeah, Garcia might say no. I don't want to fight this guy. Garcia wants Rolly. Garcia wants what you call it? Who the guy you just called out was Rolly or somebody else. But he crazy too, Garcia.
Hyro says BT always criticizes a certain Mexican for going out of the weight class and not fighting for a world title, but Virgil Ortiz grew out of the 2 weight classes and fighting guys like he's a prospect. Yeah, you talking about your boy Jaime Munguia? The guy that won a world title 6 years ago and is just now fighting somebody worth a damn.
Come on, Hyro. Hyro, you talking to the wrong one.
Listen, we'll see what happens. I'll give Virgil a pass for this fight and this fight alone, but after this, he need to get active and fight some real fighters, but. Right now, we're in the 7th round of Curiel versus Diaz. Diaz is still surviving. He's still finding ways to survive. And this is where, when you look at Raul Curiel and his development in the welterweight division, this is where you want to see Curiel really
take it over,
put his foot on the gas and stop a guy like this. Because, look, he's got some seasoning in the pros now and has a good amateur background. He's ranked in the WBC. He's top 10 in the WBC. He's going to have to fight somebody soon.
Yeah.
Golden Boy, can't give him
a pass every time. No disrespect. This guy's not.
I don't think he's fought decent opponents, but he's due for a real step up if he wins this fight. So, good overhand right there from Curiel, and then pushes Diaz back. Diaz, I don't know how Diaz is surviving. I think Curiel is head hunting a little bit too much. He needs to go to that body.
You think so?
He's doing too much head hunting for my liking. There you go. Go to that body. That shot was a little low there from Curiel. Threw a left hook to the body that landed, and then a good right hand from Elias Diaz. Elias Diaz can barely see out of his left eye. He looks like the damn Green Goblin right now.
Yeah, but I mean, thank God he's still surviving though. I mean, we got. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta look at the 147 landscape.
I'm gonna show you the landscape in a second. I'm gonna show it to you.
Thurman's not there anymore either. Thurman moved up, right?
Keith Thurman's semi-retired at this point.
So he's done.
Let's Keith Thurman didn't fight 2023.
Adrian Bonus about 140, 147.
He don't even know. He said, "What weight class I fight at?"
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, he said, "I'll fight you."
He said, "You fight me." I said, "You know, he told me that twice, and the first time he told me when it was off camera, I said, well, it makes sense. You don't like to fight guys smaller than you anyway." So
seriously,
yeah, it makes sense.
He get to meet me.
He laughed it off.
Yeah, he get to meet me. I think I hit it off with him real good.
He's cool. I like AB.
Laid back.
You know, people have a bad perception of AB. I used to be an Adrian Broner hater just because of some stuff in the past. Like, but then when you get to know the guy, he's one of the coolest fighters I ever met. So I hope
man.
I hope he get his life in order and
What I like about him that I didn't know about him, how he gives his time of himself to the fight. He actually goes out there and teaches them and talks to them. I mean, this is the guy that people think he's crazy, but in reality, he's got a good heart. He's got a good heart to himself. Like, I'll be glad. I'm glad. I can't wait to meet him in Cincinnati and South Florida. We're gonna hit it off.
Curiel is gonna be Golden Boy Promotions next Alex Rocha until he fights somebody decent like what happened to Rocha. I don't know. I think he's more skillful than Rocha. I don't know if I agree with that. You know what, though? I like that fight.
You think he's more skilled than Rocha? I don't.
Definitely. He's what?
No, Rocha.
Curiel is definitely a more skilled fighter than Rocha.
No, Rocha's better than him, brother.
Stop. You can find out Raul Curiel was 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Come on, stop.
Stop it.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Raul Curiel, I'd like to see him fight.
He has not fought the opponent that Rocha's fought, though.
Their opposition is not too far off.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you take apart from Santillan,
right?
Spot then I actually think Curiel might have fought slightly better comp.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I would just say he's taller.
Rocha didn't fight no Kendo Castaneda.
But yeah, that's a tough guy. He didn't beat him though, did he?
Curiel stopped Kendo Castaneda in like 3 rounds.
Oh shit!
Beat the shit out of him. I was there like 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah.
It didn't last long because I remember I went to the fight and I went to the concession stand to get a drink and it was over before I could get back.
Holy crap! Damn. So he's actually, you say he got more pop and he's better than now.
Oh, nice uppercut. And there it is.
Yep.
There it is. So Curiel lands the uppercut, comes around the guard, and the referee waves it off and he stops Diaz here. What round is this?
He's up 7.
7th round. So he gets him out of there. Perfect storm for him. Gets the rounds. He gets the stoppage. Looks good and good for him.
Yeah,
good for him.
Look good.
You know, shout out to him. But yeah, we mentioned the welterweight landscape. I wanted to go through that right quick. I wanted to run through the welterweight landscape real quick, just so you guys have an idea of how wide open this division is. So we're gonna go to screen share right quick while we're sitting here waiting for the next fight. Shout out to everybody here. It's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor, the Untouchable,
hit that like button, brother.
True School Sports Empire. Like, subscribe, super chat, all that good stuff. Now look, these are your welterweight rankings at the moment. So as you can see, Terrence Crawford holds all 3 belts apart from the IBF. We know Ennis got recently elevated to that spot. Curiel is only ranked at number 10 in the WBC. So as far as what could be next for Raul Curiel, I really like the fight between him and the number 11 contender. Yeah. And I feel like I'm going to mention this guy a lot over the next a couple years because to me, he's not the best fighter as far as talent, but he's one of the most exciting fighters as far as his speed, his power, his explosiveness. I would like to see Curiel fight Jin Sasaki in a battle of Mexico versus Japan at welterweight. People don't know who Jin because normally we get Mexico versus Japan in these lower weight classes. Can we get Mexico versus Japan at 147?
Nobody knows much about Jin Sasaki, but he's coming.
Nobody knows much about Raul Curiel.
Yeah.
Guess what? You want to know how they get known?
Yeah,
by fighting each other.
Yeah.
So you got that. If you look a little further up, you got
Abel Ramos Mono.
No, that's Jesus Ramos. This is his brother.
Oh, okay.
You got Jamal James in the fold. I don't know if that will happen. Yeah. But you got Giovanni Santillan, who
they got him that low?
He's 6. Giovanni Santillan is 6. Well, he's 6 in WBC, but he's number 1 in WBO.
What's happening with Josh Taylor? Okay.
He's at welterweight, but we don't know yet. Okay. We don't know yet. You got Conor Benn 5, but listen, Conor Benn got to get to Pete Dobson. So personally, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if Conor will be ranked there after February the 3rd. So, you got that. You got Cody Crowley. It's wide open. I mean, for me, the guys at welterweight that really get me excited that people aren't talking about that are, in the rankings at least. I like Jin Sasaki. I like Raul Curiel. I like Santillan. I like
Sionis to me should be the dominant.
I like Trayshawn Wiggins. We see Trayshawn Wiggins there at 12.
Yeah.
So it's extremely, extremely wide open.
I like to see Sionis dominate. If there's a change of a guard, that's one fight I like. You don't like Sionis dominate the 147?
I like Stanley. I don't think nobody's really like
Crawford. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. I mean, I love him and everything, but we don't. This is what I'm talking about. All this shit got to change, man.
Well, it's funny, right? The whole thing about Crawford is, and I don't want to spend too much time talking about this, but the whole thing with Crawford is supposed to fight Errol Spence in a rematch, right? But they can't do the rematch because Showtime went out of business and PBC went to Amazon Prime, so they gotta wait to see when the dates come for that fight. But they already said that their first show is not gonna be till March. So let's just say if it is in March, that's 8-9 months out the ring. I don't think it'll be March. I think PBC if they're gonna do a rematch with Crawford and Spence, it's gonna be in the summer. So I'm looking at like May or June. It might even be July. It might be a whole year to get Crawford and Spence back in the ring for a rematch.
People want to really see that.
But I'm hoping before then, I'm hoping like within the next month or so, Crawford figures out what weight it's going to be at so he can relinquish these belts. And then these guys that are still active at 47 can get active and start sorting out who's who.
Yeah,
because the guys like Santillan, Curiel, Sasaki, Butiev, even like Thurman, he's still boxes.
Because we're back to the same thing again. They're still going to stall these belts. He still fucking has the belts, man. Didn't we just talk about this shit?
Well, the funny thing is people got mad when they stripped. Hold on. They're talking to Raul Curiel now. I'm going to put the volume for Raul Curiel.
Yeah.
This Curiel.
Guys, hit that like button. I would appreciate it if you do.
Manager Frank Espinosa, all the team from Wildcat Boxing Club. Oh, man. Thank God. I'm going to see my baby right now, man. I'm so happy. Yeah.
So Raul had a baby girl in November, the first one, saw the birth of his daughter, and then jumped right back on the plane. You told me before when you get your hands up, you said it was super hard. You have a different motivation. You've only seen the baby once, only on FaceTime, right? You've seen it once in the hospital, now on FaceTime, but your wife made it today. How awesome was it that your family shared?
Yeah, man. I'm so grateful with God, man. Right now, I'm going to take a little days, stay with my baby, with my family. I will represent my family. I always represent Tampico, Tamaulipas. They always stay by my back. Very, very good, man. I think I do a great job. All the hard work for the holidays and everything, it's worth it. But I'm gonna get it into the ring, right back and get prepared for this 2024. I know Golden Boy Promotion have good opportunities for me, and I will try to keep active this year.
147-pound division. Freddie was telling you, get him, throw the uppercuts, throw the hooks in that last round. He told you he was done. Freddie, you told him he was done. Go get him.
It's Freddie Roach.
Shout out to the I like him, man.
Did you know that he was done in that round?
I gotta go through.
Well, yeah, Freddie always he loves that his fighters be disciplined in the fight, and I just try to keep the instructions from my trainer. He's a legendary trainer. I always have the confidence that he always give me good instructions, and I think you're very happy with the work, right?
You happy, Freddie?
Very happy.
Well, congratulations, Raul Curiel, 147 pounds. I know you want to make more noise. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Quiero mandar un saludo a toda la gente de Tampico, Tamaulipas, arriba la Borreguera, gracias a Las Vegas, a toda mi gente, a mi familia que está aquí. Esto es por Tampico y vamos por el campeonato del mundo.
It's good, man. I like what he said. He's gonna go
back to Mexico.
Taking his city where he comes from, or his fans from his city. And
so as far as Raul Curiel, I actually just learned something about him. I didn't know. So Raul Curiel's manager is Frank Espinoza. I didn't know that was his manager. For those of you guys who don't know who Frank Espinoza is, Frank Espinoza is the guy that manages Oscar Valdez. So he's a very and he's managed many other fighters in the past.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're gonna move him very carefully. They know what they're doing. They're gonna move him carefully. So all these fights I mentioned, like Jin Sasaki, I don't see happening. I don't see happening. But we shall see. I mean, either way, look, Curiel is good. I think he's one of like the 4 or 5 guys that I would say you should look out for in the next change into the guard for the
some point,
welterweight division.
Golden Boy's
good fighter.
Get off their ass, and they're gonna have to stop promoting some other fighters to become the next upcoming star or fighters or whatever. They can't just sit back and wait.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But make sure y'all smash that like button. Definitely take time to subscribe. I got my guy out there in the black country, and he's saying some things I don't agree with. He says Pete Dobson is a bum. I don't agree with you. And I think you're very misinformed, like a lot of the Brits are, and you're gonna find out February 3rd. But that's just me.
Respect to you, though.
That's just
respect
me.
to the UK. Respect to you.
You're gonna find out February 3rd. Conor Ben, who who was that guy? Pinoid, Cedric Pinoid. Come on, man. I seen Conor Benn fight some real cans and have to have Arturo Gotti, Mickey Ward wars.
Don't get you going. Don't get you going.
I like Conor Benn. He's a good fighter. I think he's good for boxing.
Yeah.
But come on, we know. I don't want to bring up what happened to him.
Does he know who Pete Dawson really is?
No, not many people do know who he is.
So you can't say that.
That's how it is in boxing. When you don't know who a guy is, you think you know. You think you know more than you really know, but you don't know. But you'll find out. Rico says, "Hey,
thank you for your comment.
Hey, Pops and BT, I can't wait for next week. I have Count Smith knocking out Better Be is inactive and old. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. That's a big narrative going on in boxing. I don't understand why on God's people think. I don't care how old an inactive Better Be is. You still gotta beat him. And Canelo ain't the guy for the job. He ain't the guy for the job.
I'm gonna say like
you're not that guy, buddy. You're not that guy.
Hey, I'm gonna say like this. You could put Better Be in there. That motherfucker's a bull. That was a pit bull. The pit bull's gonna go in there, but until somebody can dethrone him and knock the fuck out of him or take his whatever.
A lot of people think Callum Smith because Callum Smith began these knockouts against like Mateo Batterleague and Lennon Castillo. People are gassed about it.
He's got a nice coach. I love the coach McGirt. I like what he's done with him. He's changed his game. He's done everything. He's improved a lot under McGirt. But you're fighting a monster from Chechnya. That's what I gotta say. Where's Chechnya?
Chechnya?
Yeah, Chechnya. And he gonna fuck people up. I'm telling you. He already said I will fight him and I will fight Benavidez. That motherfucker's a monster. Good night, Smith. I'll put that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Look, everyone likes to overrate Callum Smith because he won the World Boxing Super Series. First of all, he got the most luckiest draw in his life. First of all, he got to pick Eric. He won the little draw, so he picked the weakest guy in the tournament the first round again, and he fought Eric Skoglund. Then he was supposed to fight Jürgen Brähmer, who defeated Rob Brandt, and he got lucky because Brähmer pulled out with an injury, so he wound up fighting Nicky Holshkin, looked like trash in that fight, and then he won the finals against George Groves, who could barely put his arms up straight. So my thing is, the World Boxing Series flattered him. Then he fought John Ryder, and we already know what happened with that fight. He got a gift in that fight. And then when he fought Canelo, he basically just put his hands in it. He didn't even try to win.
Did he fight Hogan too?
No, he didn't fight Hogan.
Okay.
He didn't even try to win the Canelo fight. Yeah. So my thing is,
look at this.
I already know what kind of fighter Callum Smith is. He's a good, solid fighter who looked better than he really was in a very weak 168 division at that time. He's gonna get freaking put out. I can't wait because everyone keeps saying this age thing about Better Be. Listen, that only applies to fighters that don't live the life, that be in the club, that drink. He ain't that guy.
Hey,
he ain't that guy.
I'll just say like this: when you ever ask Better Be a question, he gives you a smile. He says, "Okay, no problem," just like that.
I'm trying to I don't get how people
they just
Callum Smith. I understand the argument. I understand Callum Smith. No, absolutely not.
I'm telling you, I'm not. No respect to UK fans. If you want to go with them.
He's getting put out before the 6th round.
And Buddy McGirt.
He's getting put out before the 6th round.
You're fighting a monster for Chechnya.
In fact, I'll make a prediction here.
That motherfucker don't play.
I'll make a prediction here.
Take it.
I'll make a prediction here.
He will beat the fuck out of Smith.
The main event tonight? The main event tonight between Virgil and Lawson?
Yeah.
This will go more. No. This will go more rounds than Callum Smith versus Better Be.
I don't care.
Fredrick Lawson will last more rounds of Virgil than Callum Smith will Better Be.
I'm telling you, Smith Better Be is a monster. I don't care what people say. All that old shit, all that thing. That guy got 100% knockout, and he's a pit bull. He's gonna come and bite you, and he ain't letting go over you.
Shout out to my man Boxing Guru. He says, "What up, BT? How you doing? I'm watching from England. Shout out to the whole of the UK. West Brom, Smethwick, London, Liverpool, Manchester, Brixton, yeah, Hackney, yeah, Bournemouth,
yeah,
the whole UK,
yeah. Shout out for your support. Thank all the UK.
Leeds,
Sheffield.
That's
right. You got it all. Let's go. Bring it on. I thank you all for being here. Hit that like button. We have nothing going on right now. We're waiting for the second fight right now. So you guys are still talking. Ask any questions you want to ask. Whatever. Program on it. We will be here for the Smith Better Be a fight.
Rocco R says, UK boxing fit here. The ones that are picking Smith, especially by care, are outright delusional. I met Better Be last January at his own workout. Stand-up guy. Yes. Look.
We went to New York and we met.
We went to New York. We saw him fight Joe.
And we played with the coaches, with the trainers, And they were telling us people just don't know this guy's it's a different cloth. What do you say? Got a different cloth.
Mm-hmm.
He's different. I'm telling you. And yeah,
Jairo says you guys always talk about how underrated his boxing is, but he didn't against Joe Smith Jr. You can't clarify. Do you want me to?
Jairo,
I can't do that. He didn't need it. Listen, as you know, Jairo, he didn't need it for Joe Smith. Joe got blasted out in 2 rounds. Hey, but since you brought it up, since you brought it up, Jairo.
Shit.
First of all, Beterbiev has very good balance. So when he throws punches, he hardly falls off balance. He hardly falls off balance when he's throwing combinations. That's number one. Second of all, his jab comes from a very educated and well-schooled position, like many Eastern European fighters. And there's not
that Chechen killing.
There's not a lot of wasted movement. There's not a lot of fat on that right hand. It comes out very straight. It comes back, and he's also able to get very good leverage on that left hook. So my thing is this: he's a complete fighter.
Who's Jairo going for?
I don't understand. Like, Jairo hates Eddie Hearn. He thinks, I know in the past when I spoke to Jairo, he thinks Callum Smith sucks. And all of a sudden,
he's jumping on the bandwagon.
And it's funny because he used to hate Bivol. Look, he used to hate Bivol.
He did
and
that?
He used to dick ride Beterbiev. And Jairo, if you say otherwise, I will pull up the clip and I will put it in the damn StreamYard. Okay. And now that you know, I like Beterbiev a lot. So I've been talking him up a lot. And now Jairo likes Bivol. He's doing the whole reversal. Like a woman.
He's trying to play your head game. He's trying to play your head game better with you.
Boxing Guru says, BT, can you please shout out my channel? Boxing Guru, I make very good boxing edits. Okay, well, hey, I'll check out your channel. But he said, shout out to Boxing Guru. He got the in away picture. So
go check him out, guys. Boxing Guru.
Go ahead and check him out. If he's here and he likes True School Sports, clearly he got good taste. So shout out to you.
So we're on to the second fight.
But listen, we turn our attention to the next fight.
Arnold Barboza.
You know, Arnold Barboso. Is that
Barboza? No, Barboza.
Nonetheless, here we go. Arnold Barboza Jr., Golden Boy debut. Yeah.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you all for being here. This is Arnold Barboza. Okay. Holy crap.
From Eastern Cape, South Africa, here is the Wasp, Xolisani and
Ndongeni.
Xolisani and Ndongeni. Yeah, the Wasp. I'm gonna call him the Wasp. That's a nickname.
Ndongeni.
So this guy, Ndongeni, he's a durable guy. He beat. I forgot who he beat his last fight. He beat. I got it right here. He beat former Josh Taylor, a knockout victim, Apinon Kongsong, in November of 2022. He then is the only guy to take Ernesto Mercado the distance. And I was talking to his manager. I was talking to this guy's manager, Elliot, and he's from Hackney. He's got that thick roadman British accent. He said, yeah, I'm going to do a job on Barboza.
What he said?
Yeah.
He might. No, Johnny's not playing.
I mean, I don't care if, listen, M-Easy, I don't care if he hurts him, doesn't hurt him. It's going to end the same way every BF fight ends. That's all I'm saying.
And he's just as big as Joe Smith, so probably bigger. You knocked that 3 down.
And Golden Boy Promotions is trying to promote Arnold Barboza as the boogeyman of the 140 division.
I'll tell you what.
I don't think he's the boogeyman.
They're going to make something out of some of these fighters. But this guy right here, Asani, Ndongeni, he's coming. That's not whatever it was.
Yeah.
Ndongeni.
So here we go. Round 1. Arnold Barboza Jr. versus
the
Wasp.
The Wasp.
Barboza in these gray trunks and Ndongeni in the blue trunks.
Wasn't that Barboza supposed to fight Lopez or something? It never happened.
Good feint there by Arnold Barboza. One thing about Barboza, and I feel like it's her, he's a good, well-rounded fighter, but he does a lot of things very good. He does nothing great.
But he wins.
Yeah. But he wins. A good fighter.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's like 28 whatever.
28-0 with 10 knockouts.
10 knockouts. Somebody got a lot of power. This guy Ndongeni better do something. The Wasper. He's got like an awkward type of.
This fight's gonna go round. You can just tell this fight's gonna go round. I'm gonna go with Rosado.
What do you say?
that it's going to be a chess match. I think this fight's going to go rounds because Ndongeni is pretty durable. Like anybody who takes Ernesto Mercado the distance is durable because that dude can punch.
Yeah.
He can really punch.
Oh, he took him the distance.
This is the only guy that took Mercado the distance.
Oh, wow.
Mercado's fought some other veterans. Like he fought Hank Lenny and stopped him in 1 round and a couple other guys.
This guy was testing him.
Good solid jab by Ndongeni.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. Good right hand by the South African.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't Rick also manage Barboza? Rick Laser. Oh, Rick Marigan. No. Yeah, Rick Marigan, I think, also did. He said, if you're a fighter, don't sign with Rick Marigan because your career will end up like Arnold Barboza Jr.
I think we have a lot of managers that have
good overhand right by Ndongeni.
You know how to manage some of the fighters.
Then a good right hand by Barboza.
Barboza's got to make a statement. You get look up the Golden Boy. You make a statement. He looked like 147, but he is, huh?
He's 140. Good left hook by Barboza.
Let's just say 140, yeah.
Good. Nice jab by Ndongeni. The
yeah.
Wasp.
Yeah, the Wasp.
This is where Barboza told us he feels most comfortable. He says he's comfortable everywhere, but at mid-range.
Nice body
there you go. Nice up jab by Barboza.
Oh, that's
okay.
Over, yeah.
Good little counter by the African.
Yeah.
But of course, the commentary, they're not going to acknowledge none of the African does. I always say, look, out of all the nationalities and countries in boxing, you know who has it the hardest in boxing? The freaking Africans. They got it the hardest in all boxing.
How they come up in?
They have the hardest in all boxing because they don't really have like a lot of fanfare when they do come to the States.
Yeah.
They don't have a bunch of money behind them normally.
They don't have a lot of equipment.
And they normally always have politics against them, and they always got to have be in a mandatory spot to get a title shot. And if they get a title shot, it's normally because it's a cherry pick.
Yeah, but this is why they got to take advantage of the opportunity to do something with it right now. Like, if he upsets Barboza, that look bad on Barboza.
I'm going for the African, honestly, because
why?
Barboza's a good fighter. He don't do much for me. Like,
yeah, but so
I don't dislike him or nothing. I just
it's not one of your big names on your list.
Like yeah. And I already know if he wins this fight, the Golden Boy's gonna start promoting him as the boogeyman of the division. And no, Arnold, you're not the boogeyman. It's just that Rick Marigan's your manager, and he's not taking you nowhere. That's the truth.
So I got a comment that was right what he said. One of the guys said here, I think it was Eddie Morales said that.
That's what he said. Yeah. He's correct. He's 1,000% correct. Talk to him, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie's right.
Yeah. Shout out to Corey Lee Boxing. He got Barboza by UD. That's a pretty safe bet in most of these fights because he normally fights guys that
ain't he supposed to make a as his debut. Ain't he supposed to make an impression?
We in the first round. I'll give him some rounds.
Okay.
But no, this guy he's fighting is durable. This guy's a durable guy.
Yeah. It's got like an awkward stand African double jab.
There you go. Good double jab by Ndongeni. Then a nice sweeping overhand right. You got to keep throwing that over and over again. That little sweeping overhand right.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice little uppercut there from Ndongeni. Ndongeni.
Yeah.
At this point in his career, back in 2020, he was shockingly knocked out by journeyman Prince Aloma.
No pop.
Just absolutely
oh, good counter right hand from Barboza. The good thing about Ndongeni, Ndongeni that he has going for him in this fight, is that he's willing to exchange, and Barboza is not a big puncher, so he'll have his chances to get off, and even if he gets hit,
scores up points.
There you go, another stiff jab from Ndongeni. Woo! And look, this man landed 5 punches. The commentary didn't say nothing.
He got no pop though, bro. Then Johnny got no pop. Neither does Barboza.
Oh, good. Nice. Right to the body from Arnold Barboza Jr.
Yeah, he's going to go 10 rounds, I think.
Okay. And then there's an up jab from the South African. Ndongeni.
Barboza family, obviously, this is the family.
Nice shot by Barboza.
For the Barbozas, his father, now his trainer, was a professional.
1 minute and 7 seconds left here in the second round between Ndongeni and Arnold Barboza Jr. Just so you guys know, the co-main event is next. Ismael Barroso versus Ohara Davies.
Already?
Don't worry, don't say already. It's gonna go the full distance.
He might stop him, man. I'm just joking.
It's a feint. It looks like it's coming up top.
Good feint there from Barboza.
You like his feints?
Better than Belanga.
Yeah. Langa's gonna learn this shit.
Good solid jab by Barboza.
He learned from Najee Lopez.
It sets up the big
Pro box, Pete.
Oh,
Stand
nice short right hand from Barboza. But again, Barboza has no freaking pop. He's throwing it nice. He's got no pop on the right hand.
He can get Ndongeni out of there. He feels that Ndongeni is a little bit weak to the body, and that a body shot could produce a knockout in this fight.
Better do something to press De La Hoya.
Oh,
Nice
big
shot.
right hand again
Yeah.
from Barboza.
Nice shot.
So a nice sharp straight right hand from Barboza.
Yeah.
And then Jenny's defense is a bit leaky, but he is boxing really well in some spots.
Dominant round for Arnold Barboza Jr.
Yeah, I was checking De La Hoya's mansion that they had on Instagram. 14 million. I said, wow.
Yeah.
I thought he was broke.
Eddie says Ndongeni is boxing his ass off. I wouldn't say he's boxing his ass off, but he's doing a good job in spots. He's doing some good things in there. Shout out to John Travis. He says, I like the way Virgil Ortiz fights. He's never in a boring fight. Nah, man. Real compact style, nice, educated jab.
And what?
Always seems to.
And what's your prediction in that fight when he fights him? When he fights this guy? A knockout?
5th round.
Seriously?
Lawson's older. Lawson's been knocked out 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, they trust me. Rick Glazer picked this guy for a reason.
Oh, shit.
How am I trolling? How on God's earth am I trolling? I don't know how I'm
It's a
trolling.
new year. You still got to listen to this crap.
I gotta hear about. I don't know how I'm trolling.
Nathan, you get back in 2023, but God bless you.
I do have fun though.
Yeah, thank you.
Power shots of Arnold Barboza
Let's get it.
through with regularity thus far.
Yeah, Ortiz. Just so you know, Tank Williams says Ortiz is a minus 2,500.
What that mean?
You gotta bet $2,500 to $100.
You out of your damn mind. Who in the right mind gonna bet $2,500 $100? You out of your damn mind. You damn mind.
You'd be surprised.
You damn gambler.
You'd be surprised.
Are you serious? I'm gonna bet $2,500
Johnny
for $100.
Johnny had a friend. He was telling me he had a friend that bet like $4,000. I forgot what fight it was, and he won like he bet $4,000 for $700.
No. You want me to put my $2,500 for $100? You out of your damn
You gotta
mind.
be in it to win it. Round 3, let's go. Arnold Barboza. Yeah, Ndongeni is doing some good things. His defense is just too leaky. Oh yeah, it was Inoue to Paulus. His friend bet like $4,000 on Inoue, and he won $700 or something like that.
That's a skill right there.
But let me guess, if they have money and they win $100.
They haven't fought yet. Nathan.
Yeah.
That fight is next.
So you're saying basically like they call it it's a good investment to win $100 from. Oh shit, rocking a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think these right hands of Barboza are starting to get to Ndongeni.
Yeah.
I think Arnold got to keep setting that right hand up, jabbing the body, feint.
Yeah.
There you go, good body shot there from Ndongeni. And Ndongeni turns around him.
That's a long. It's gonna be a long 10 rounds, man.
Hyro, stop comparing Artur Beterbiev to that freaking can, Earl Spence. Don't compare Artur Beterbiev to that can.
How would like to get you going? How are we not gonna change on? That's why I always.
It doesn't seem like that lane is going to dissipate.
And then Jenny being very.
Oh man, he's walking to the left.
This is gonna be a 10-round decision. We're gonna be here, guys. Get your questions in. We're gonna be here because Arnold Barboza is not gonna stop this guy.
No.
Oh, good body shots there from Barboza, and then Jenny fires back, and then Barboza immediately smothers him and starts to get to work.
Why they was making a big thing out of Barboza when I mean, he's decent.
Because they don't have no fighters. That's why they're making a big deal about him.
Oh.
Golden Boy don't got no damn fighters.
Yeah.
Last 10 seconds here in the third round.
It'll be a long.
Throughout this fight, but at least at this point,
The other fight was faster than this one.
Barboza, a tremendous amount. It's a small cut.
So there you have it. Barboza got a cut. Uh-oh. We're about to get real hectic.
We talked about the big fights that Arnold Barboza is chasing, and this is a money.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Come on, Ndongeni. Arnold gotta like. I'm gonna quote you. You gotta show me more.
Yeah,
you gotta show me something.
Man. Yeah, especially now.
Maybe Arnold's one of those guys that you won't even see his best until he fights the top guys. Maybe there's more he can show. But they need to give him the fights against like Jack Catterall.
28-0 with 10 KOs. I mean, come on.
He's like Giovanni Santillan before Giovanni Santillan got a good fight.
Yeah. Fucking Golden Boy.
Yeah, they're not acknowledging Ndongeni's work, but I do think Ndongeni is losing the fight because Arnold is getting the better of these exchanges. Arnold, the more effective fighter, but and a lot of these punches that he's throwing are getting blocked or partially blocked by Barboza.
But it seems like he's a big name. People shooting for him and stuff.
What people? They're fighting in a small venue.
I know what I would say 4,000.
How can tell you how expensive it is or what venue it is. Good counter uppercut to the body there from Barboza. Yeah, I think he needs a stoppage, man. Get some hype going.
He's got to get a stoppage. I mean, come on, man.
I see Rolly in the crowd. Rolly's in the crowd in a black shirt,
chilling,
with a gold chain on.
Oh, right there.
So I'm sure maybe he'll be there to cause some ruckus.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's your debut on a new promotional company, you're gonna come on and show out.
In this fight, this is a step down in competition, at least in terms of resume.
Yeah, and then Jenny's punches are getting very, very loopy, and Barboza just blocking them.
Yeah, he looks tired too.
Good right hand to that body there from Ndongeni.
You know, right now, Xolisani, he's an experienced guy. You know, he's game. He's throwing punches from different angles.
Man, you fighting a guy wearing title boxing gloves. You better stop this dude.
Yeah, they like the gloves.
Keep up that pressure. Walks in with that 1-2.
He's got no power.
Good right hand from Ndongeni, but
not enough.
Barboza doing a good job keeping that guard nice and tight. Harold says, are we forgetting that Barboza got rocked by Diego Zarilla? He gets hit a lot. He does.
That's one thing that he does. He cleans in those
he's very good at a lot of things, but he's not great at anything. He's not a big power puncher. He's not incredibly fast.
He just like got all the toolbox to be a decent boxer. And that
reminds me a lot of Danny Garcia.
When he first started,
just period. Danny Garcia not great at anything,
but he wins. Yeah.
Now people may argue and say, "No, man, Danny Garcia gets knockouts," but Danny Garcia's knockout percentage is like 40% or some shit, like 50%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Long
That's what he's doing. Like Barboza and Jose are both staying away from Tio. That's why they both ran away. They ran from Top Rank to Golden Boy.
Yeah, but
they're both going to be used as Ryan Garcia opponents.
But if he's that high, he's going to eventually have to pull up and fight somebody with.
He will, Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
They're going to use Ramirez and Barboza as opponents to try and keep Ryan with the company. And it going to work.
No, I think Ryan's going to leave him anyway.
He going with Floyd. You think so? He going with Floyd.
That'd be crazy. Who would have thought Garcia was going to go with Floyd? Like, who thought that?
All right, so 4 rounds. Not a wildly exciting fight, but Barboza doing the no Barboza fight. Win rounds. But listen, get your questions in.
Yeah,
it's the first live of the year. Let's liven it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's go.
Super chat.
Hit that like. Let's go.
Who's gonna be the first super chat of 2024? Subscribe. All that good stuff. Let us know. Let us know where you're watching from. We here, the untouchable True School Sports Empire, in full effect. We don't get tired, we get better.
Yeah, look at Garcia deep.
Shout out to Robert Garcia and his son Peter Garcia, you know, on the podcast. And shout out to the lovely
I knew that was coming.
Christina Ramirez, the niece. Shout out to her too. Yeah.
Take you to Mexico.
I watched the podcast. You know, I fuck with the Robert Garcia podcast. I watch it.
Lord.
Yeah.
I'm about to take you out there, brother. This is a long drawn fight, man.
Let's go. Rico says, don't be surprised if they sign Richard Coleman as a soft touch for Barboza. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Anything happening in boxing, you know that.
Tank says, I'm from Cali, Rancho Chucamonga, where the second Friday movie is about. That's one of my favorite movies.
Is it?
Got the only block of the house paid for.
Is it?
That's why I'm the king around here. Uncle Elroy. Some lines from the movie.
Yeah.
Round 5 of Arnold Barboza versus Ndongeni. Now, I'm going to say it like this. If Ndongeni don't hurt Barboza, I'm going to have a long talk with his manager, Elias, when I talk to him.
To who?
He said,
Jenny?
yeah, he said, we're going to do a job, yeah, on Barboza.
Barboza got a couple good shots there, though.
Barboza starting to work those angles.
Yeah.
Starting to do a good job working those angles, pivoting around Ndongeni.
Yeah, cut him again.
Oh yeah, he gonna get a nice bag for that fight. It's funny because when I saw him at the convention, he was all depressed and philosophical and sad and shit, and now he's all happy and.
Who's this?
Rolly.
Oh.
I probably spent like a whole hour and a half with him at the convention, just talking to him.
Oh, they are fighting?
Oh yeah, you didn't hear the news on Ryan?
No.
He said he's not fighting Devin because Devin only sells 30,000 pay-per-views. So he told the team to make the fight Rolly.
Seriously?
Yeah. Today.
I bet him pissed off.
Ndongeni's hurt.
Yeah.
Ndongeni's hurt. Barboza got him hurt.
If only Barboza has some power. There's no freaking power. Damn, he had Jenny in trouble. He had no power to put him out.
None.
What do you call it? Pillow fisted?
Pillow fisted.
Yeah.
He ain't Mexican.
I mean, but the African, he.
Feels like a finish is in the near future.
Dundada says no. I need Barboza to go all 12. Fights got a bet.
What's that?
He says no. I need Barboza to go all 12.
You mean all 10?
10. Yeah, 10. Don't worry, he will.
He probably it will.
He will.
He will. He can't put him out. He had no power. Had him right there to put him out. Say good night.
Arnold! Arnold! The fans are cheering.
Yeah.
Last 10 seconds.
This is too long right here.
So look, it's not a hard fight to score. Barboza's winning the majority of the rounds, but man,
Definitely.
gotta show us something. Who's his trainer?
Timothy Bradley.
Not Timothy Bradley.
I know.
What y'all think so far? Did you hear Keyshawn Davis' wage winning Jose Pedraza at 135? He ain't made the weight since 20. They're not wage winning him. They're supposed to fight on the Rafael Espinoza Robesi card.
Is he?
Huh? Is Pop converting to Islam? No, he's not doing that.
We got enough
Because
fighters.
of the cap.
Cap. Hey, we got enough fighters this past month, last month.
Tony Harrison, Tank.
You see what happened to Big Baby Miller, man? He was Islam. That's funny.
Here we go. Round 6. Barboza versus Ndongeni.
You did say it's going to be 10. I didn't believe
It's
it.
going rounds.
Well, I always think every African that comes out is going to be tough.
He is tough. He throws very loopy punches.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't know what feints are. He just throwing everything hard. Ah!
Yeah, okay.
And then if Ndongeni knew how to feint and set up punches, he'd be really good. But he gets going there. Ah!
Yeah.
Barboza's too experienced for that.
Yeah.
Barboza's gonna keep that shit nice and tight, let you shoot the dumb shit off, and then walk you
Yeah.
down. Ooh, good straight right hand to the body from Barboza.
No power. He's about 40, you said? Hit that iron out by 140.
They are weight training because Pedraza's been. Yeah, okay, but look, he signed one contract to fight him on the Espinosa or basic card in December, and he signed a second contract. That's on Pedraza. Nobody's putting a gun to his head and say, "Hey, take the fight."
Who's it?
Jose Pedraza or Keyshawn Davis. I'll Jose Pedraza beat Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn, but go see Santa Cruz. Because who's going to take his lunch?
Ooh, good right hand to the body from Barboza. He continues to stalk Ndongeni around the ring. Ndongeni fires a nice three-punch combination, but most of it is blocked. And Barboza just landing these real nice, subtle, sneaky body shots. But
don't you when you lift weights, can you put power on your punches?
Lift weights. Lifting weights does not put power on your punches.
No?
That's not how that shit works. In fact, the guys that lift weights, the guys that be lifting the weight, most weights can't fucking punch at all. Big baby.
Yeah. Holy shit, yeah. I'm just saying, like, so once you're pillow fisted, you're gonna stay pillow fisted. Pretty much.
It's all about your technique.
Yeah.
Last minute here, round 6. Man, we still got 4 more rounds of this shit. Oh my God, come on. Barboza, come on, man, please.
Your debut, man. Take this guy out. And you wanted to fight Teofimo, you would have got laid out.
Jairo says, wait, is Tony Harris a Muslim? Yes, he gets converted recently.
Yeah, he did. Tony Harrison, Tank Davis.
Is it me or
Big Baby Miller?
His next order of business should be to get out of the Ibarra County jail because he stole a car.
That guy is. I think his boxing career is over. I'll be honest with you.
I think Ndongeni's hurt.
Yeah, but doing shit.
He's a real veteran fighter. He knows how to survive.
Yeah,
and that's what he's gonna do. This is 1,000% going 10 rounds. I think every Honor Barboza fight, I'm gonna start betting that it goes the distance.
His trainer was just telling him, cut the ring. We already had him hurt a couple times. What are you waiting for? The trainer's telling him what to do. He's just not doing it. Tell him shoot the right, then the hook. Tell him you can stop this guy. You're right. Stop the motherfucker.
Couldn't get through to me. See, just you and me. I ain't one of the Cosbys. I ain't go to Hill, man.
Power is in average. What you saying? Pomeranian said something.
My man says, what do I think about Fury versus Usyk and Ngannou versus Joshua? I don't think about those fights. Ngannou and Joshua is a straight cash grab, and Fury and Usyk need to hurry up and get it on because I want for the Hurricane fight for the world title. But
that's the bullshit.
I think Fury will wind up being better in the Usyk fight and get the win.
But then you said that they might fight that Joshua's fighting now. Whatever
Ngannou, yeah.
That's bullshit. Like I'm just so fucking tired of this bullshit. It's just a cash grab. I get it, but
Arnold.
Because I mean, Hergovic's gonna fight Parker.
Who knows? He can fight Parker. He can fight Jared Anderson. He can fight Frank Sanchez. Those are all the next guys in the rankings in order. Round 7. Let's go. Let's see if Barboza finally can do something. You know what?
Who you got winning with Wilder and Shang Ling?
Wilder.
Oh, with Shang Ling?
Barboza exposed.
Yeah.
How you get exposed in a win?
Because he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. Eddie's right. He's supposed to impress. He ain't impressed me one bit. And he want to fight
No, Jairo, because look,
kick.
The reason I'm saying he's Duncan Phillips is because Wilder is fighting on undercard. I think Wilder can beat Zhang. I think he might just do it. I'm telling you right now, if Wilder somehow finds a way to beat Zhang, he's not fighting for the Hergovich next. They're going to do Wilder versus Joshua next.
Seriously?
Mark my words. Mark it down. Oh. If Wilder fights Zhang and beats him, he's not fighting Hergovich.
Wouldn't you think that'd be a logical thing to do, though?
They're scared of Hergovich. They don't want to fight. They'll say everything but fight.
Yeah, that's true. You told me that all the time, man. They'll talk all everything but what they're supposed to talk about. Hergovich, baby! We're going to world champion this year. 2024. The Croatian sensation is coming. Woo!
Ndongeni's still very game, but he's still on that same bullshit repetitive 1-2.
If Barboza had some power, this fight would have been over a while ago. Honestly.
If Zhang hits Wilder, if Zhang hurts Wilder in the first 4 rounds, he will knock him out. But if it comes down to a battle of like conditioning, Wilder will get Zhang out of there late in the fight.
And I think Wilder's going to come out better than he did in the last fight. He even said it.
It's a good fight. I just wish one of these guys had balls to fight Hergovich.
They both turned it down, though, right? They didn't ask Wilder.
Zhang don't even want to fight. Zhang's scared of Hergovich.
Yeah,
he's scared of that rematch.
But they never asked Wilder. Wilder fights everybody, right?
Everybody. Okay.
He hasn't ducked anybody.
Stuck the whole truckload of people. Charles Martin, Joshua, Povetkin.
Hergovich coming, y'all. Y'all better mark that down. 2024 world champion, new heavyweight champion of the world from Croatia. El Animal.
So the fight's gone 7 rounds. Ndongeni, I think, has lost all but 1 round.
Yeah.
Barboza is winning the fight. He's doing some good. He's doing a lot of good things, but he's not showing the extra bit of class that we're looking for.
Man, this is like
Being honest,
you said it was gonna be a ballet. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. That was gonna be.
He said he doesn't know who Teofimo is. Howard said Zhang is overrated. He fought the same person twice last year. That's what I'm saying. We forget that Zhang got outboxed by Jerry Ford, but it was a draw because of the knockdown.
Right.
I haven't forgotten.
Yes, Hergovich. Now this is drawn out. I hate this fights like this.
That's the money punch right there. It's been landing all day from Barboza.
He's got no power though. I mean, he's landing his combinations and hitting him in the jaw, all that. But
all right. Oh my God. I want to gouge my eyes out. Come on, Arnold. Come on, ringside position. Wave it off. Wave it off. Okay, no. And then Jenny said he can fight.
Is he bad? Barboza had this guy already. His corner already told him you had him out. You had him hurt twice.
Eddie says that the fight to make is Prograis versus Barboza. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm good. I'm good on that one, Chet.
I don't want to see Prograis fight this guy right here. This guy, Barboza's not showing me shit. He wanted to fight Teofimo.
He about to be 29-0.
Barboza has beat by Matias and by Prograis and by Teofimo.
How about Jermaine Ortiz?
And Jermaine Ortiz.
Oh man, you always hating on Jermaine Ortiz. So
I will take Ortiz over that, but I'm not taking Ortiz over Teofimo. You out of your damn mind.
Davies.
Ortiz gotta go in there and knock the motherfucker out. He done finished out fights, and Ortiz don't never do that.
Tell him how you really feel.
He's a motherfucker from out there from where I'm from Massachusetts. Motherfucker, show up, bro.
Jermaine
show
Ortiz?
up, yeah. Show up and knock the motherfucker out. Do something. I don't want you to come into this fight with Teofimo and make another fucking excuse. You're a big fighter. You're Puerto Rican. Let's get it.
Done now?
Woo!
Oh, you finished or are you done?
I'm just pissed off because I want him to do better, and he doesn't. He goes into a fight, and he never finishes off his fights.
What?
I don't want to hear about how big he is.
When you go live for that fight, I'm going to need someone here with you because I know you're going to be going insane.
Yeah. I want him to win. I'm passionate for him to win, but he doesn't do it. And he's not going to beat Tia for the same reason. He doesn't have that killer instinct. Fucking big guy that doesn't know how to punch and knock somebody out.
And then Jenny's a good he's a good little crafty fighter, but he loops his punches too much. His head stays on the center line. Very repetitive.
Watching Barboza here, Brendan, I'm not really impressed by him at all.
I've watched this is probably my 7th time watching him fight. It's literally been the same fight all 7 times I've watched him. Like if you've seen Barboza fight once, you've seen all of his fights.
Yeah.
You've seen all of them.
So how's he? Well, we expect him. He's 28-0, but who's he fought?
He fought the guy that Prograis, the guy that Prograis fought before Prograis fought Dylan, Zorilla.
Yeah,
and he did a lot better than Regis did against Curiel.
Would you say, like you always tell me, that fighters get into the fight for the level of fighter they're fighting?
He might be one of them. I don't know.
Brennan always says that some fighters, they get this depends what level of fighter they're fighting as their opponent, and they get after those fights. So,
Barboza started. He's beating him up.
Yeah, but he's not taking him out. You should be taking him out. He got no power. Take the motherfucker out.
He's going for it. He's got him on the ropes.
Jesus, throw uppercut. Send a message. He hasn't done shit. This one has been telling him, take him out. You've fucking heard a couple times. It's embarrassing for Golden Boy. Without faith and all that shit. Take him out. Come on, throw uppercut.
So 8 rounds in the book between Barboza.
Fight
I told you this is gonna be the fight that was gonna make this live longer. You thought it'd be a quick live?
Yeah.
No, man.
I have a bad problem that I judge like the Africans. For some reason, I think they're bricklayers and they knock motherfuckers out. That's not how it always is. Barboza, they make a big thing about him, but guess what? As he moves up to 140, he's done. He's done. And no disrespect to him, but if I have a debut to the fight, I'm coming here to knock you the fuck out so you come see me again. Or the fight stop. Fight will stop.
Yes! Yes! Let's go! He stopped the fight. Yes!
Is that an eye injury?
It's about time. Thank the Lord, because Arnold wasn't
He wasn't gonna do it.
The ringside, shout out to the ringside position. Thank you.
He's talking about put away. Come on, man. Who you talking to? Bro, you'll beat the fuck out of you.
So look,
Who you talking to? He talking to somebody.
Oscar.
Oscar.
He said, "Barboza by the LMAO pops turned hell." Yeah.
No disrespect. He fought no disrespect to the fighter, but that was a bum fighter.
Gumball machine.
Yeah, gumball machine fighter. So
you gotta stop it.
He will get fucking pieced up. He will get pieced up, my brother. I will preach it, my lord. He will go to heaven real quick. He will get fucked up.
This live has been unofficially brought to you in part by the fine folks at Bex.
You don't tell me anything. Barboza didn't do shit. I don't want to hear about these fans telling me, no.
Hyro says, BT, are you doing a Japanese live stream on the 23rd? Kenshiro is going to have a tough fight. Carlos going to Of course! Listen, what kind of question is that? You see that banner up there? You see that banner, Hyro? You know we got to support our main man, the amazing boy.
All the way from Japan.
Hell yeah, I'm going live for that fight.
I call him the White Shark.
I didn't go I didn't go live last time for the Hecky Butler fight, but I'm definitely going live for this one. Connie Styles is a good fighter. He can definitely bang. It's a good fight.
Yeah. Yo, but I can't listen to I'm going to use Japan, man. I'm going to Japan. I'm going to get that Japanese chop suey, baby. Woo! I'm going to talk Japanese, baby. I can't wait.
They said, Mika says, Pops, when did you convert to Islam? I thought you were a Christian.
I am still a Christian. I just my hair. I'm so old. I get cold real quick. That's why I got this on. People think the theme of the live. Pops of the I'm glad you guys didn't laugh. What it's all about.
Yeah. So co-main event is next. Davies versus Barroso is next. I can't wait to hear this bull. Yo, I'm telling you right now in advance, Honor Barboza Jr. is about to talk some straight bullshit in this post-fight interview. He goes to everyone. But good for him. He wins.
I mean, I'm not discreet. I just think I expected more.
Arnold Barboza.
Barbozo! Nah, I'll respect him.
No, he's a good fighter. You know what? Get in the fights against bigger, better opponents. We can see how good he really is.
Brandon, you say wasn't Castaneda a tough fighter?
Who?
Castaneda?
He didn't fight Castaneda. That's Curiel.
Oh, got confused. Okay. That's different. Well, I'll tell you right now, this guy right here, they couldn't make me a manager, and I'll scout him a good fighter. I'll call Rick Glazer and get him a good fighter. Golden Boy was a lot of fighters. At that $14 million house he got, shit, he ain't broke. De La Hoya ain't broke.
Y'all are crazy. I want to make it very clear. I know he's wearing this hat. We're Christians, all right?
No, we're Christian, guys.
We believe in the Lord, Jesus Christ. That's our God.
No, look at the board. Look at the board, brother.
I want to make that clear.
But I do respect our people, whatever religion they got. The Haney, alhamdulillah, that's what they are. God bless them. But I'm a Jesus follower.
Who do you got in the next fight, BT? It's tough, man. Anyway, I'll let you know in a second. Here's Arnold Barboza Jr.
Man, he said, let's go. He said, are you going to entertain, baby? Let's go, let's go.
You said you wanted to fight with Golden Boy because they had everybody at 140. So what do you want?
Man, I want Queen Ryan. I want fucking Teofimo bitch ass.
Yeah.
You know, Ben Ryan, we're going to have obstacle pressure on their neck. You know, they just said Jose Ramirez, I want him too. Man, I want anybody. Anybody, any day, any little.
Talk that shit, young blood. Tell him, Arnold.
Talk that talk, but you won't be walking the talk.
Hey, man, you know what? In the beginning, it was a little tense. You know what I mean? It's been almost a year. But that ain't going to happen no more. We got the best promoter. We got Oscar, B-Hop, Eric got my side. Let's go.
B-Hop.
You got all of Salvo Monte with you, all 66, all the Raider fans showed up. You brought Harley, you brought Miz, you brought everybody, right? So you told me yesterday, I'm going to make the place loud. I'm going to put on a show. So how do you feel? What kind of show did you put on?
El Monte, baby, where you at?
El Monte, Harold, that's your hometown.
Is it?
Get behind your guy, Harold.
Get behind him, Harold.
If I find him fucking moved over, they'll be there. Trust me.
So I guess you're fired up right now.
Oh, I'm fucking lit right now.
Sorry, he's lit.
He's about to get knocked the fuck out if we fight and his name. I'll tell you that right now. They're gonna light his ass up.
Hey, you know what? I'll say this. He's won. Listen, Arnold.
People like him and all, but come on, Brendan.
Arnold,
yeah, be real. Call it what you call it.
Arnold's won 29 fights. Let's see how it does against the upper echelon. Gotta give him a shot. You know, a lot of people thought that about Giovanni Santillan before he fought Rocha, and you saw him when he fought Rocha. You know, so let's give the guy a shot.
I would just say like this: if he's a fight,
I'll be honest. I'd rather him fight one of the upper echelon guys in an exciting fight than another like shit like this. I can't do it. I cannot keep seeing Arnold in these fights.
Do you honestly think? Honestly, tell me right now. Tell me, Fimo, right?
Yep.
What else he called? He called Fimo.
He said Ryan Garcia,
and who else? I thought his name 3 fighters. Do you honestly think he's gonna last that long with them?
Yeah. Last like 5 rounds?
No,
he's not.
He gonna get his ass.
I know.
He gonna go right back where he came from. Montebello.
Listen.
Where the fuck he's from? No disrespect. I'm calling it real. He gonna get his ass fucking whooped. That's what's gonna happen to him. That's it. Nothing else.
Listen, I know that
Kill people will wrap him up.
I know that Arnold doesn't punch the hardest, and he's not like flashy, and you know, there's a lot of things he doesn't really do anything great. He does a lot of things very well. But I'm telling you, he's not a bad fighter.
No.
He's a bum.
But he can't see the talk and walk the walk.
He's ranked. Yes, he can.
He ain't fight nobody. He fought nobody here. God bless this guy from Africa. He had a better opportunity, but he didn't fight nobody. When he fight Teofimo, when he fight
he's not fighting Teofimo.
What we call those names he called, he will never fight them guys. He will never fight them guys.
Why not?
Brendan, he's not gonna. If he fights him, he's done.
He's fine. I think he'd be Ryan Garcia.
You out of your damn mind.
Why can't he be Ryan
He
Garcia?
will not. The power. He got no power. He got no pop.
He got defense and he got enough pop to keep you honest.
No, he will not. He's got experience. I know what you're saying. I know. I jumped the gun. So my son's right. Calm down. Put the brake.
But honestly, realistically, I don't think he fight. I think a more realistic opponent is the winner of this next fight. Ohara versus Barroso.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going for Barroso.
Okay. I'm going with Ohara Davies.
I'm going for Barroso. Who's that guy that he lost the fight? They should have won last time he fought. Barroso. Rolly. I mean, he gave Rolly a good fight. Didn't he knock Rolly out? Knocked him down. He dropped him. So this guy right here, no sleeper. I just from what they made a big thing about Barboza before he signed with Golden Boy.
You going Barboza? So you going with South Florida on that one?
I'm going Venezuela. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going
with the old motherfucking man. Yeah.
I'm going with
When's the last time
I'm going with the UK.
Ohara Davies fought?
I'm about to fly the Union Jack, yeah.
He's this is his first time here with Golden Boy right now, right?
Correct.
But let me tell you, when's the last time he fought?
He's been fighting on the low.
Okay.
He's not an active fighter. If you think he's gonna lose fight because he's inactive, that's not happening.
Not this one.
Not in this one. Ohara 25-2. He just fought Lewis Ritson. Okay.
Oh shit.
He fought once last March, so it's been about 10 months.
What you got him 5-1 in this fight? Favorite? A 5-1 favorite?
He's been doing the whole one fight a year thing for the last couple of years. So.
Never said what you got 5-1.
No, it's a good fight. I mean, I don't know who's the favorite, but I would assume it's gotta be a close fight on the odds.
No, he's probably the favorite to win. No, let's be honest. But Barroso did good last time against Raul, and who knows how he's gonna show up in this fight.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Hit that like button, guys. Great, thank you for all being here. My son was telling me that I should go on Rumble and have my own channel.
Hey, I want to ask you guys. I want to ask you guys.
I follow Rumble.
As
Jesus
far
Christ, amen. Yeah.
As far as
Alhamdulillah to those that believe in that.
Pops apparently has a Rumble account. I just discovered this today.
Yeah.
Would you guys like a Pops True School Uncensored page?
You can do whatever you say over there.
Yeah, you can say all kinds of crazy stuff on Rumble. From what I hear, that's what I hear. I hear.
I'll find out when they block me, and I'll be a brand new. Okay, but yeah, I went into Rumble because YouTube and all these other channels, they're just too. You can't say what your mind speaks.
Yeah, you can only say but so much. But you say,
but in Rumble, but in Rumble, let's get it, baby. You Rumble all day with some words and talking shit, walk the walk. You know what I'm talking about? Talk the talk.
Eddie says I would sub. Yeah, we're gonna do True School Sports.
I'll
tell you this: True School Sports Uncensored be crazy.
What?
I'll be talking crazy on there.
Yeah.
And we get a True School Uncensored.
Yeah. We might blow up the whole channel up. Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, I was telling my son that I went to Rumble because I can speak my mind and I don't have to worry about getting kicked out of the channel.
Harold says, I've been telling you about Rumble. Why don't you express how you really feel?
I'm telling you, motherfucker, I'm going to Rumble. What the fuck you want? I'm talking real to you. I'm just joking. I'm talking, Harold. Good support.
Yeah, Harold hasn't told me about Rumble for a while. But no, Pops actually has an account.
I started my account. I just don't know. Like, I went there because I can express myself on different topics, not just that, not just boxing. But boxing will be a big one. For sure.
True School Uncensored.
Pops driving everybody crazy over there.
Imagine that. We start
yeah.
talking about boxing, life,
all kinds of shit,
relationship,
everything,
women.
Yo, man, I'm not gonna say no names, but I see a lot of fighters go through it when they have. You can just see the reactions when they break with a girl when you talk to them.
It's crazy you say that. You know Cashflow Diaz?
Yeah. So
today his dad on Instagram announced that him and his son his Cashflow's dad said Cashflow Diaz and him will no longer be training together because quote unquote, and these are his words, Cashflow chose.
There's no fights on, guys.
There's no fights on. Cashflow chose ass over being successful in boxing, so they're not training together no more.
Well, that's
true. I'm not gonna say her name, but I know the girl that Cashflow.
Yeah, and I'm not just talking about that. The other fighters that I'm not gonna tell no names. I'm not gonna who, whatever.
True School After Dark.
But yeah, exactly. There you go.
Everybody gotta
do that. And then the thing is, other fighters that are going through it. Like, I understand that we can't live with the other half at some point, but at the same time, you can't just throw your career away because you had one setback. What's that saying you always say? One setback.
It's a minor setback for a major comeback.
Yeah, I like that one. That's why I like that. Wasn't that Jay-Z?
I don't know who said
that. That was Jay-Z?
It's a saying I hear.
Yeah. I like what my son says. What's it again? It's a minor setback for a big comeback. So what I'm getting at is I see a lot of these fighters when BT gets interviews to them, I see a change. They don't tell us, but I've told my son something about them.
Something is different.
Yeah, something ain't right, man. I don't know what it is. So reality is, if you break up with somebody, you move on. If your dad's giving you advice because he sees what's going on and he's walked that walk before you walk the walk, take his advice. He's only telling you for your own good. My son would just give me. That's right. That's right. Because you know why, Tank? You can go ahead and use that money and get some more. Yeah. But what I'm getting at is, my son was giving me a lecture today because he was telling me you can't be soft for somebody's woman. Because I was telling one of my friends to go back with his girl. My son
said, "Why are you speaking death into that man's life?"
My son was saying, "Dad, a man's gotta be a man. If he wants, but he needs to go forward. He needs to move forward. There's a reason why he left for the first time. Why would you go back for women that cause you a problem?" But I'm gonna pray on all the fighters. It's not about hating women or nothing. I'm gonna pray on the fighters and don't let women.
You know how big the world is. You know people are in the world. You know women are. You know fish are on the sea.
Man, I'm looking at Japanese women now. It might be the beer. Yeah,
calm down.
But anyways, the reality is, my son said you have to have your career in place for yourself. Look for the future. You can't just sit back. You have one hold back, come back with a big comeback, whatever it's called. You just have to do that. You can't just throw your career away because you had a bad thing.
Eddie said Pete Dobson is built different. He chose boxing over his girl. Yeah. That was an interesting part of the interview.
Yeah, you're right because he came out and said that, and no hating on Pete Dobson, but I mean, using for motivation, he said he was 12 years for her. You know, but at least he handled like a champion. He talked about it. Some of my fighters will hide behind the interview, not even say nothing about it, but we know what time it is.
That means he says, "Do your girlfriend how Ryan did his shorty." Wait, did you hear Ryan Garcia what he did recently?
That's some crazy shit.
Did you hear about it?
Yeah.
What'd he do?
The baby was born in the same time he got divorced to the girl. What?
Yeah. And then he said, and the thing is, nobody knew what's going on. He's like, yeah, but respect my privacy.
They're talking to De La Hoya.
We would have never knew what we were going through if he didn't post the shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's his own thing. I mean, that to me that's crazy. Like, whatever.
Who was it? I was talking to I was talking to one of my friends, and he said, that's just Ryan's sort of way of telling all the girls out there in the world that he can screw around again.
Well, I'm gonna pray for him because he's Christian. And that's one of our biggest. We knew from the beginning what happened when women was when attempted us. So you have to be more smarter than the woman. The women know how to trap you and stuff. So yeah. Move on from that. I don't want to talk about that.
It'll be interesting to see how it all pans out for good old Ryan. But we're sitting here. We're waiting for the next fight. Co-main event is next. It's your boy BT. This is the first live of the year.
What are the fights on the card of the Smith and Beterbiev fight? Good fights.
Saul Sanchez or Jason Maloney is a good fight. I just did a video about that.
Yeah, I've seen that
That's
one.
A very
Maloney,
good fight.
Australia. You think he's gonna get tested on the fight? Yeah. Holy crap! I looked at the video and I was like, "Who's this other guy?" I don't know much about the other guy.
Hyro said the funny thing is Ryan someone was born 2 weeks ago and he was playing soccer on Instagram. Remember? Yeah, I do remember that.
What happened?
So like,
what?
I remember. Yeah, me and Hyro were talking on FaceTime one day, and I remember that he told me, he said, BT, look at Ryan Instagram, look at his girl's Instagram. So I went and I looked. Ryan was playing indoor soccer with his friends, and his girl was pushing out a baby. But again, that doesn't mean he wasn't there. Just because you don't post it doesn't mean he wasn't there.
Holy crap. Wow. Anyways, it's not for me to judge. I'll pray for my Christian brother. Because I'm Christian. I'm making that clear today. I'm Christian.
Pradeep says, Pops, what's your thoughts on weed? Is it okay to smoke or is it bad? Life advice for Pops.
I'll tell you like this. I grew up with it. I didn't smoke it. My boys smoke it. If it floats your boat and it makes you and you have to deal with life problems, whatever, everybody got a scapegoat. I don't care what you tell me. Somebody got a scapegoat when they have to deal with problems. Okay, you're human. And if it's beer, if it's women, if it's smoking weed or whatever, video games or whatever it is, so be it. I'm not hating. I just appreciate it. It's not for me to judge you. It's for me to appreciate who you are for me and not judge you for the person that you are. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm actually, my wife been trying to tell me for years because I got PTSD from the war and I got anxiety, depression, you name it, I got, and I'm taking all these pills. She said, why don't you just take, she told me for years, smoke weed. Smoke weed. I told her, I'm not fucking smoking weed. When you get broke and you stop broken that shit, go outside, I'll lawn mow the lawn, like you that fucking natural vegetation. Yeah, that's it. I told her she gets pissed off every time. But I don't agree with it, but I don't disrespect nobody that's doing it because I understand.
How are women in Florida? Well, where I'm from, it's amazing. It's something different. You know, I love it. I love it, to be honest. I think it's I mean, I know you're from New York. There's some beautiful men in New York.
Ooh, New York,
but that's how Florida shit. And this this statement applies to every facet of life. It could be boxing, it could be
no fights,
sports,
guys.
It could be women. That's how Florida shit is really different.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And in that department, it's very different.
Yeah,
so it's great. If you like the Latin women, then this is the place to be.
I mean, New York got it going on too. Come
on. I'm not really worried about that. We worried about that.
I mean, you just telling you what he
get
was
this
talking.
money.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta get your money.
Good old Ben says, "Let's get this money." Does BT smoke? Absolutely not. I mean, I have cigars occasionally. That's about it. But as far as like marijuana, nah, never, no weed, no marijuana. But you know, maybe like once every 3 to 4 months, or like whenever I hit a milestone. Okay, maybe yeah, but
a
just
cigar,
occasional cigar. No weed. No weed, nothing else. Just occasional cigar.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, to each his own.
Nathan says True School Sports on the WBA payroll. I wish. Maybe if that was the case, they need to come through with that deposit. We got places to go, people to see.
That's it.
But nah, I'm not on the WBA payroll. But I appreciate the trolling, Nathan. Thank you. Pops, I'm gonna come. Dandada says, Pops, I'm gonna come through with the smoke, and I'm gonna smoke you out.
It's all good, Pop. It's all good, Dandada. We can talk about the old days, the good days, the bad days, the great days, the past, today, tomorrow.
They said, Pops, thank you for your service. Do you got any war stories?
Oh man,
I know that one story you told me where you guys were in the desert and it was dark and landmines, something like that. You guys got lost.
Oh man, one time, yeah, it was in the Gulf. Talking to her.
Go ahead.
We had I was in the desert. We were in a convoy. Convoy is like you have like your whole battalion, 12,000 soldiers. You got the Humvees, the trucks are going to where we got to go to, and literally got lost in the desert. And for me, I have nightmares all the time because you don't know what to expect. I've seen enemy fire. I've seen friendly fire. Friendly fire is when your own soldiers from your own battalion don't even know that they're shooting at you, or you're in the same perimeter of crossing the atmosphere to get lost. So I had that. I'll tell you one story you guys are gonna like. It was in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's made for the GIs when they go partying and stuff. And I went to me love you long time. We went to a Japanese bar, and I walk in there, right? I buy a drink. My boy buys a drink. My boy's about 5'10", like 250, a white dude, real big, buck boy from the country, So I'm waiting for my drinks. I got the drinks. I'm waiting for my change. So I asked the Japanese lady, "Yo, I didn't come here to fuck you guys. I come here to get a drink and just chill out with my boy. Where's my fucking change?" She said, "We bought you this Kool-Aid. Fuck your Kool-Aid. Give me my motherfucking money right now. I'm waiting for my money, and I'll drink this motherfucking Kool-Aid, but you're going to give me my motherfucking money." So to make long story short, I went crazy. I lost it. I fucking busted the whole thing. They had to call the cops and everything. And I had to tell them, like, the cops said, "What happened?" I said, "Bitch, she didn't give me my fucking money. She ripped me up." But they always do that to all the soldiers. So it was a crazy experience for me because I had the cops and everything. I had to train my command, but whatever. Another time I went to a strip joint.
Oh God!
And I had
y'all got them going now.
I'll tell them this was.
You can't. You gotta say this for Rumble, but go ahead. Carry on. You gotta say this for Rumble.
I'll tell you real quick. I was with my boy, the stocky guy again, and like this, we paid at the door. We sat down. This motherfucker, he gonna respect the woman, right? He goes up there and he grabs the fucking girl, the stripper. She's doing all this shit and blah 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 blah. And he literally pulls her next to her and he pushes his fucking tongue right right into the clit of the woman.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. Then the whole thing. I was like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck you doing, man? We said chill out, bro." So yeah, man, I can tell you a lot of stories. I can go on, tell you more.
This man sees some stuff,
but I don't just talk about a lot of stuff. But military is an experience in itself.
Gotta save that for Rumble.
Yeah, I gotta say what rated R shit. Gotta save the Rumble for sure. But yeah, let's go on to the next.
Yeah, so we're getting ready for Ohara Davies versus Barroso. Eddie says, "I remember when you pulled out cigar and Bill." Yes. And listen, man, I have special cigars that I've had for like, I'm gonna say like maybe seven months now. Special Beta Bay boxing cigars. I'm not gonna pull those out until I hit 100K on YouTube. So waiting for that to happen. But nonetheless, no more war stories, no more non-boxing talk.
I like this
we
guy.
Turn our attention to the main event.
I hope he wins.
All right, Ismael Barroso.
No, co-main event.
Ohara Davies versus Barroso.
Yeah. The age of 40 last May, before his fight with Raul Romero, when he was beating on all scorecards.
This is the real main event, honestly, because I don't think Vergil versus Lawson is gonna be too competitive. So this is the real main event. And look, the winner of this fight, I think he could either fight Barboza Jr. next, or they could wind up fighting, Ryan or whatever. Who knows? But nonetheless, this is a very important fight in the 140 division. I'm really intrigued to see how Barroso performs following the controversial Royal loss. Can he duplicate that performance and even do better and actually stop a guy like Ohara Davies? So here he comes, Ohara Davies. Do you still think McKenzie can be the problem, BT? Yes, I do. Michael McKinson's still one of the better welterweights out there, and I think if all the belts go vacant except the IBF, great. It would make McKinson's path to a title a little easier. He's a good fighter. I want to see Michael McKinson get those big fights. But here comes Ohara Davies. Here comes Ohara. Ohara is a guy that has been around for a long time, fought some of the best fighters around these weights like Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor. Came up short at the top level, but has been some good fighters as well, in his career, and wants to really show what he could do against the top guys in the division as he feels he's matured into a much better fighter. So he's got to beat Barroso. Barroso's stock is higher than it's ever been following the Rolly performance, and it's a chance for Ohara Davies tonight to make a statement. I know Pops is picking Barroso. I'm picking Ohara Davies. I got Ohara Davies. It's his first fight in America. It's always a big jump and a big thing in a British fighter's career when they come and fight in the States for the first time. So I don't feel the most comfortable picking him, but I think he's a bit more skillful, and I think he has enough power to keep Barroso honest. So I'm gonna go with Ohara.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our co-main event this evening.
Pops!
12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the interim WBO Super Lightweight World Championship. It is brought to you by Promotion.
The final countdown. It's a mentality. It's a mentality. Lines in the cup. Get your last minute predictions in. It's your boy BT, the Untouchable, True School Sports Empire. Co-main event. You guys see it. Ohara Davies, Ismael Barroso. Venezuela. The old man himself. I'll tell you right now, if Barroso does beat Ohara Davies, I need to see Barroso versus Rolly too. We gotta run that back. What do y'all think? Barroso versus Rolly too. What do you think about Vergil Ortiz calling out Tim Tszyu? I love that fight. That's one of the most destructive and violent fights in boxing, and one of the best fights that can be made in this weight class. That's what he should be calling out for. And I'd like to see Vergil versus Xander Zayas, but in talking to Xander Zayas, his manager and his people, I think they're gonna wait. They still feel like that's some years away. So, yeah, I think Vergil versus Tszyu is one of the fights to make at 154 for sure. So here we go. Both fighters face off. Ohara Davies, Ismael Barroso, moments away from happening. Dad! This guy, I don't know where Pops went. But make sure y'all smash that like button. Where we at right now with them likes? Whatever. It is what it is. This is a chill live. It's a chill live today. But I see we only have 37 likes. So if you ain't smashed the like button, go run it up. So YouTube knows that the boxing community, the ones that are here, like True School Sports, and it gets pushed out to more people because the algorithm they be trying to get me beat. All right, so round one, here we go. Ohara Davies versus Ismael Barroso. Ismael Barroso in the Venezuela trunks. Ohara Davies in the black trunks. It's a southpaw orthodox matchup. You said Pops wanted to go check on the Japanese female. Maybe. So Barroso right now trying to circle to his right and get that lead foot on the outside of Davies. Davies probing with that jab, overshoots the right hand, and then Barroso counters with a left hook that grazes Ohara. Yeah, you can see Ohara's trying to probe that jab and really measure that range before he really comes in and fires. Good feint there from Ohara Davies. Barroso shoots a little pot shot to the body that falls short. Barroso trying to change levels and get into position to throw punches. Nothing doing so far. Very, very slow start throughout the first minute between Davies and Barroso. Oh, shit! Barroso hurts Davies. Davies is hurt. Oh my God. Davies is on the canvas. He caught him on a big left counter. Oh man. He about to go. Oh no. Ohara about to get put out. Oh no. Oh no, he about to get put out. Left. Oh my God. Ohara's hurt. He's down again. Oh my God. I can't believe this shit. He's going. These damn British fighters. Why'd I pick his ass? Ohara says he can continue. And that's it. They wave it off. A first round knockout for Barroso. Hell no. No way. No way. The old man strikes. Yo, Rolly trying to tell us. I didn't listen. That boy can punch. Oh God, here's Pops.
Barroso, did I tell you?
He told me. He put him out.
Put him out like a motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
These British fighters. Where's Shakur when you need him?
Holy
Fuck
shit.
these British fighters.
I told you he got gypped up on the other fight. What was the other fight?
Rolly was right.
Yeah.
Rolly knows boxing.
But I told Brennan, Barroso will fuck this guy up today.
He put him out bad. He did him bad.
I told you.
Oh my God.
I'm happy for him.
South Florida, stand up. M&R Boxing
M&R,
Promotions.
that's good, but you know, le pagan mucho.
Yeah.
They don't pay him a lot.
They better pay him.
They fucking screw him
Jesus, Ohara Davies. He got
Respect to I told you.
I like Ohara Davies, but man.
Was that bad? I heard you scream. I
said a PBC fighter beats Golden Boy again.
Hey, Harold, I told him the last fight that Barroso had with Rolly, when he dropped Rolly, and he got gypped in that fight. I said, okay, you're gonna come here, gonna show no disrespect to the UK fans and the followers, subscribers. We love you guys, but we gotta call what we call it.
Rolly wasn't lying.
I picked the veteran swelling guy too. Rolly, I picked him for you.
Rolly's 2 for 2. Rolly said that Richard Hitchens and Shakur Stevenson are boring as hell, and then he said Barroso hit like a motherfucker. You've seen it. Now Ohara Davies, who wanted that Rolly fight, that fight goes up in smokes for him. Yep. And again, I always say, look, these British fighters, when they fight in America for the first time, you just never know how it's gonna go. Normally don't go too well.
I told you guys, I'm with Rolly. I told you, I said he knocked out Rolly. He knocked down Rolly. I said he gonna come into this fight.
Oh, he got caught. Look.
Yeah, fake it again. Go ahead. Toma, puñeta. Venezuela, para que lo sepa. Yo soy un viejo con poder. Soy un viejo con esto aquí arriba y este poder. Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
When he dropped Rolly in that last fight, right?
Yeah.
I told you, man, I like this guy.
Yeah, I like Ohara.
You see what he got in the back?
Venezuela.
Jesus lives.
Cristo vive. He hit him with the power of Jesus.
He said Jesus lives.
He hit him with the power of Jesus Christ. He baptized that boy.
Put him out cold. I told him for the fight.
Word up says British boxing exposed.
Yo, I tried to tell you.
These damn. Listen, every time Ohara Davies has ever stepped to the world level, he got put in a blender. Catterall, Taylor, now this.
Wow.
And I'll be honest, Ohara beat. Barroso beat him better than Josh Taylor did.
Yeah.
Josh Taylor didn't do no one round like that.
This guy's taking an opportunity. He didn't get paid. I don't pay a lot, brother.
Yeah, they didn't do a movie on Barroso. He's too good. He's too good.
The dude is decent, but he's in the wrong.
Ryan Garcia's ducking Ismael Barroso.
Wow.
Devin Haney is ducking Ismael. You know what? I want to see.
Shout out to M&R,
bro. I want to see Barroso versus Curiel Matias. Give me that fight.
No, brother.
Give me that fight.
No.
He gonna hurt Matias.
No,
he gonna hurt that boy.
No, we don't get that. This is what's his name. Your boy was girl.
Listen. They don't want to.
Your boy.
Sabrina Matias don't want to fight Ismael Barroso. They say he's too dangerous.
Holy crap!
Yeah, he's the interim champion.
Man, only in boxing, but I was telling Brandon, this guy right here dropped Rolly. He's somebody not to play with.
Terrence Crawford dunked Ismael Barroso back in the day.
I'm happy for this guy. You know
right?
That's opportunity for him. The guy come from Venezuela, come here. He's getting beans from this promotion company. I don't hate them because we know them, but he's getting money. He's getting beans. So I hope he gets.
Terrence Crawford didn't want to fight him back in the day. Yeah, Ismael Barroso.
This guy's old, but he's good. He's good for
they better leave that man alone. Sabrina Matias needs to stop.
When he dropped Rolly.
Here we go. Here's Barroso. Here's Barroso.
Venezuela, para que lo sepa. What happened?
Bueno, como venía diciendo en una entrevista que le hicieron, que ganó mucha fuerza. Antes, cuando empezamos en el museo, que ganó mucha fuerza y ahora que estoy con Dios.
Shout out to David Harris too. David, all right.
I said in the interview earlier that when I started boxing, they told me I had a lot of power, and I'm showing that power now that God's on my side. I have that power. Your trainer said, get him in the first round. When did you know that you could have him? Moro te dijo que ve por él el primer round. ¿Cuándo sabías que ya lo tenías?
Bueno, ya cuando pude golpear el primer golpe, yo sabía que él iba a venir de frente.
That really wasn't a hard hit either, Brennan.
After that first punch, I knew that I had him. I knew that it was a good punch. Your last time you're in the ring, you fought Rollies. They stopped it. You were upset. Who do you want to fight right now?
Talk to him. Talk that shit, though, man.
Oh, you got a belt now, right?
Bueno, yo creo que el público quiere esta pelea de Ismael Barroso y Romero. Romero, aquí todo de vuelta.
Romero, who
People
Romero?
have been asking for Rollies and Barroso again. Romero,
Yeah.
I'm right here. Felicidades, congratulations.
Muchas gracias. Quiero mandar un saludo ya, primeramente a mi esposa, un saludo ya.
I'm happy for this guy. So talk about living the American dream. That's right.
Venezuela!
I try to tell Brandon. I told Brandon this guy's gonna come and do something to this guy.
Yeah, I like Ohara. If I picked him, I'll be
No, I
biased.
like Harari too. Harari should have been a better fighter, but they better pay this guy, these motherfuckers right here.
They said Kenneth Sims Jr. next in line. Man, I'll tell you right now, if Kenneth Sims can defuse that bomb, God bless him, because that's a bomb. Rolly was right. And he says every one of these guys that haircuts a match would get their ass beat.
Yeah. Look, talk to him.
There's Rolly, and Rolly was happy to see him.
Yeah, give respect to him. Yeah,
we need whatchamacallit, the real boogeyman.
Make him his money now.
Yeah, Sabir Matias, Devin Haney, Tiffany Lopez, Richard Hitchens, Jack Catterall. They need to stop ducking him.
Don't go too
far.
far.
They don't want to fight Barroso.
It's interim, right? What is it?
What do you mean don't go too far? Do you see how he hit people?
Yeah,
he's never gonna be out of a fight. The old man not playing.
No,
you should be gassed.
I am gassed.
You like old people.
I do.
You want the Florida Panthers to get all the oldest hockey players.
I do, but he ain't beating no Matias. I'll tell you that right now. He ain't beating no Matias. He ain't beating no Teofimo, and definitely not. Who's the other guy?
Why not?
I know he won't. There's levels to it. He's not gonna beat them. He's not.
First of all, Matias already lost. He lost Petrosania. So let's not talk like he's some sort of undefeated guy.
Puerto Rico, puñeta, para que lo sepa. Matías, el martillo, va a ganar.
How about Jack Catterall? About Jack Catterall versus Barroso?
I like Barroso. I like it.
What about Jack Catterall versus Barroso?
Okay, bro. Yeah, I don't care.
Richard Hitchens?
Put all the motherfuckers.
How about Matias?
No. Matias
why not? Why you?
Matias will come in there and put that pressure on him.
You don't want to. You ducking.
I like them both, but I'm riding with Matias.
You duck.
Yo me voy para Puerto Rico, puñeta, el martillo.
I want to see him fight. Honestly, look. Barroso, the last time I seen him fight, he been must see TV.
I try to tell you that when he dropped
Rolly, but you don't want to see fight Matias.
No, he can fight him. I said that. He's not gonna beat Matias. I'm telling you. He can fight him. He ain't beating.
That's what I said in this fight.
No, you can't compare Matias to fucking Rolly.
You can't, because Rolly.
What's this plus bullshit? Okay, here we go again.
Fredrick Lawson's a plus 1,200.
So if I bet 100, I get $12.
If he's somehow to win this fight, you get $20 like for every $100 you bet. And to win $100 on Virgil, you get bet $2,500. And yes, there are people that do
how
that.
would a casino win like that? Like how if you're gonna pay $2,500 to win 100, how do casinos win like that?
They said Justicia Divina.
Yeah, that's the justice, divine
right.
justice.
It looks like Rolling Ryan coming. Nah. They need to stop ducking Barroso. In fact, I'm telling y'all right now in advance. When I do my post-fight review, when I do my post-fight review,
you got a good fighter, pay him.
When I do my post-fight review, I'm gonna put Rolling and Ryan need to stop ducking Barroso.
Well, now he's got what is that, interim spell?
Yeah, he up there.
You know what? He's living the dream because nobody getting an opportunity. He had an opportunity with Rolly. Rolly called him out, told him if he gave him respect that he could get punched.
But what about more than likely he's gonna fight Kenneth Sims Jr. next? So what about Kenneth Sims, Boss Man? He not beating Boss Man. Chicago.
Well, we'll have to see the fight. Wow, I'm happy for him. I like stories like this.
He's like Mike Tyson.
Holy shit. Well, no, he only graced him, Brendan. He really didn't hit him a hard shot.
You know Terrence Carr ducked him back in the day. You know, right?
No, I'm talking about Ohara Davies. He graced him.
Yeah.
He just graced him, and he. I don't understand how that happened with Ohara. Ohara should know better.
Damn, Barroso's the truth. He nothing but the truth.
Hey, God bless him, and God bless the MNR promotions for having him as a fighter and bringing more things for him.
I want these guys to stop ducking. I want Tiafimo. I'm gonna go on Twitter. Today I'm going on Twitter. I'm tweeting every 140-pounder. Like I'm gonna literally take 10 minutes out of my day. I'm gonna individually tweet every guy in the top 15 to stop ducking Ismael Barroso. Just for fun. And if any one of them respond, I'm making a video about it.
Damn, Ohara was surprised.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ohara was like, "What the hell?"
He was saying that Rolly's sister was checking him out. Ohara Davies.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
He should have been paying attention to the opponent.
You know, Davies was a minus 500 favorite.
Well, so much for that. I told you who I was picking for the fights after I picked
already.
Barroso. Yeah. He was shocked. So what way he goes from here?
Who, Davies?
Yeah.
Going back to the domestic British level.
Damn, man. I'm happy for Venezuela though. He needed that.
I can see Eddie Hearn doing Ohara Davies with Jack Catterall too.
Yeah.
Oh no. Did they fight? I think they fight twice. I could be wrong. I think they might have fought twice already.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they fought like when they were like young.
I'm just happy for Venezuela and Barroso.
Yo, Oscar gonna cut Ohara after this fight.
You think so?
He spent 1 minute in the ring as a Golden Boy fighter.
Who?
Ohara. He was the Golden Boy fighter. He was the A-side fighter in this
Barroso
fight.
wasn't even a Golden Boy fighter.
No.
That's crazy.
Look, Darius. The people know what they want to see. Barroso versus Matias. Yeah.
Bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
These guys ducking Ismael Barroso.
Yeah. I told you when he knocked. I said to you when he knocked Rolly last time out, and he didn't get the win.
I'll tell you right now, if he fight Barroso,
and
if
he
Matias,
got knock this guy out.
If Matias ever fought Barroso, he better not block punches with his face like he likes to. He ain't gonna be blocking too long if he gets hit by that old man.
And man, anything can happen in boxing. You're right about that.
He got that freaking
That's
poverty
crazy.
power. Like you feel the pain.
What do you expect?
You feel the pain of
Your
Venezuelan
country's
communism and that shit.
Yeah,
Like every
you're one of
punch.
the poorest country. Now you're coming here and you get opportunity in your life.
You know he's the face.
He didn't waste it. He didn't waste his time.
You know he's currently the face of Venezuelan boxing right now because Linares retired. He's the face of
Oh,
Venezuelan
Linares
boxing.
is probably well-known name. No, his name for sure.
Hyro says, Barroso is with PBC and MNR Boxing Promotions. See, I told you these PBC fighters beat Golden Boy every single time.
This is this guy.
Oh God, let's hear what Oscar had to say.
Yeah, he didn't even know.
That's the boxing game. So it was a beautiful shot. He caught Ohara Davies with a beautiful shot, and what can you say? I mean, you cannot recover from those shots.
Ohara Davies is a Golden Boy.
Speaking of fighters with devastating shots, Vergil Ortiz.
You better sign Barboza and Barroso.
All by a KO. What can we see tonight?
Yeah, explosiveness. I think Virgil is one of those fighters who, with any punch he lands, he will finish you. He will not only knock you out, he'll finish you. But don't sleep on his opponent. Don't sleep on his opponent. He's a tough guy from Ghana.
I'm sound asleep.
You know, I really respect a lot because.
Bro, okay, well, I heard you screaming. I said, "Oh shit, Barroso did an upset."
You know, he comes to win. So this is gonna be a great main event.
Virgil moving up to 154 pounds, a new division for him. Goes back to Robert Garcia. His father's still training him, of course. He's back in the ring after almost a year and a half layoff. How quickly, if everything goes according to plan, can Virgil be knocking on the door for a championship belt?
No, he's right back on track if he wins tonight. So or when he wins tonight, I think Vergil Ortiz at 154 is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think that anybody at 154, you know, he's putting everybody on notice. He wants to fight everybody at 154.
So Virgil's the main event coming up, but Oscar, you've been busy. You got some news for us.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. Ramirez, who we just signed to Golden Boy Promotions.
Oh, look,
Jose Ramirez just
Jose Ramirez,
what's up? Golden Boy.
Yeah, he's you know, in a hot division at 140 pounds. I mean, he's right there, Olympian. He's a great talent, great human being. They love him where he's from, and you know, he's a very, very popular fighter. So you know, we're excited to be working with him. Thank you for the opportunity. We will not let you down. And I strongly feel that he will be world champion.
Why did he sign with the top again?
The Golden Boy family.
Okay, they want to
Oscar, what he can do for their career. Why did you decide to sign with Golden Boy?
You know, first and foremost, I want to thank God, you know, for giving me the gift that I have, you know, and blessing me with the opportunity to know someone like Oscar and this promotional company. You know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. You know, an excited fighter, a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. So, you know, I haven't been excited for the sport in the last 2-3 years, but it's time for me to come back strong and, you know, get that 140 division go after all the world champions, and
get your ass fucking kicked.
Lopez is here in the house, and we had a fight set December 7th on the Top Rank, and he didn't want to fight, so Top Rank,
that's not what happened.
Decided to
Is that what happened?
kind of get behind him. So that's when that was my key to go after and get behind the promoter that's gonna get behind me and go
Holy
after those
crap.
world championship fights.
So you could have gone back to Top Rank, but you chose Golden Boy.
That's right. Top Rank didn't have a plan for me. After Oscar came through, and put an offer on the table, Top Rank, they couldn't match it, and that just shows that Oscar and the Golden Boy promotions company, they really want to get behind me, and it's time for me to just kind of do my talking in the ring. So I'm excited for that.
Well, congratulations to you, Jose. Look forward to seeing you in the
Teofimo turn it down?
I'm excited about this young man.
Oh, I really am because he has the talent, he has power, he's exciting to watch. He throws punches and bunches. He's a great talent, great human being. He's out there just supporting his people who work hard in the fields, right? And he's very supportive of them. He's always doing charity work and just going out there and being a huge advocate for his people, which I really respect. And so we're excited. We can't wait to put on these great matchups for you. 140 pounds is such a great division right now. You have Raul here. You have Teofimo, who I have to say, I mean, he's a top dog right here. He's a top dog.
Ramirez, somebody said Canelo Duck and Barroso.
You have Ryan Garcia fighting at 140. So, I mean, this division is very, very hard. Barboza, who just had a great win. So, why not just have...
Yeah, you're right about that, Enrique Luna. He better stay with...
What about Barboza versus Barroso?
Olympians, both of them.
Barboza knocked the fuck out.
140 pounds is loaded. Corey, I think you're going to Fresno.
I certainly hope so. I can't wait.
Wow.
All right, so they have Jose Ramirez, the new Golden Boy, signing with Oscar. He said, "Look."
He said Teofimo was there.
He said, "Yeah, he's there." He said Top Rank didn't have a plan for him. He also says, "Now, look, I've heard people say that Jose Ramirez and his fanboys that come on my channel sometimes they say, oh, well, Teofimo didn't want to fight him, but then the Dan Rafael report, which I trust."
Yeah,
the Dan Rafael report suggested that he had a $2 million offer to fight Teofimo Lopez, and he decided to not
turn it down.
So, to not fight. So he ran over there. He'll probably fight Arnold Barboza Jr. next or something like that.
I'll tell you like this.
You know what? I want to see him fight Barroso.
Yeah, I'll ride with that.
Give me that fight.
Yeah, what the hell? I'll tell you what I don't like about Ramirez, and I think you and his manager,
he's a good guy.
You and his manager,
he's a cool guy.
He's a nice guy. You and his manager went back and forth or something because
there was no back and forth. His manager can't fuck with me when it comes to talking about boxing.
Yeah,
so he blocked me.
He make all kind of excuses about friggin' all the money, that I sell more. And go fight the best fighters. You should have fought Progress. Why you turn it down? You got your ass kicked by Taylor. And now you want to sit here, go. Hopefully, go to Golden Boy, and hopefully they're gonna appease you to what you want.
Give him Barroso. I want to see.
Yeah, I see that.
Give me that fight. Yeah, I'll tell you this: if Ramirez
you think Barroso knock him out?
If Barroso, if Jose Ramirez could beat Ismael Barroso, that would go a long way, at least for me, of saying, okay, you know what? Maybe Jose Ramirez is here to stay. Maybe he just had some tough times in his career, and then you can build from that. Maybe then you can build towards other fights.
I think his best bet, for my opinion, if you have to stay with Top Rank, right? Fought Teofimo. Had that fight, whether you lose or not. Taylor isn't Taylor with Top Rank too?
He's still Top Rank.
Yeah, Top Rank. We're gonna fight or rematch with that, whatever the case, and going forward. He didn't do that. So to me, it smells. If you smell like a rat, and I see a rat, then you're a motherfucking rat. Keep on.
I got you. Eddie says, BT, you will be manager of the year one day. God willing, man. That's still something that I'm looking to get into this year. One thing I will say is, I love the fighters, man, but I've heard a lot of horror stories over the years from managers in boxing about dealing with fighters and personalities, and you know what? I won't say too much, but I could definitely understand why. Honestly,
I'll be honest.
Love the fighters though, love them, but they're hard to deal with sometimes.
They're like, and just my opinion, how I see them. Some act like fuck. No disrespect to women, they're divas.
Yeah,
they're moody.
Not all of them, but
not the majority. Not all about not all about most.
Not all about most.
Not about most. And the thing is that you have to deal with different personalities. But matter of fact, I was talking to Brendan. I'm not going to talk about the trainer that out in Hollywood, and he's got a whole bunch of fighters now. And I would ask my son, how does How does a trainer deal with like all the personalities? How does he like?
He doesn't. If they're not serious about training, he don't train them.
Yeah.
Got to be big enough stable. Hyro says, and of course he says, you guys always talk about 140 whenever guys like from PBC like Sims and Gary Anson Russell. Well, first
we just talk about Sims.
We just talked about Sims. You freaking.
And he just had.
I literally just talked about Kenneth Sims. You.
And he just had an interview with I mean, not Gary Anson on the other one, but Harold. This is fucking 2024. We're not in 2023.
And part of the reason why we don't talk about guys like Brandon Lee and Kenneth Sims as much as you probably want is because they don't fight. What is it to talk about?
And then
what am I gonna? What is it to talk about? Brandon Lee does not. Hold on. I got to pull it up now because you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. When was the last time this freaking
Harold? You gotta understand that your manager and advisor puts all these fighters on the shelf for
on
a
the
long
shelf.
time. So
that's part of the business model.
So you can't sit there and say, "Oh,
you don't talk." What are you talk about?
If you're not relevant, if you're not active, what do you want me to talk about? You're on the shelf getting dust.
He fought. So he fought twice last year. He fought once against Pedro Campo, and he fought. So he hasn't fought since April. So I mean, it hasn't been the longest layoff, but he doesn't have anything lined up. And I know that he switched. I know he switched managers, right? Because I remember. I think it was he left Cameron Duncan before Cameron Duncan passed away. I think he's with Rick Morrigan. I think. So it's like, what is it to talk about? Like,
I mean, Harold, you got to.
I'll tell you this though, but since you brought it up, since you brought up Brandon Lee's name, Adrian Granados just called him out when I interviewed him. Why not? Yeah, when I interviewed Adrian Granados, he said he loved to fight Brandon Lee, and that'd be a good little step up for Brandon Lee. Fight a good experienced guy who was once one of the top 40 pounders. Scooting.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, you can't say that. A lot of the problem that we have with PBC and Mr. Al Heyman. You notice I called him Mr. Al Heyman, and thank you, Al Heyman. Not Hellman's, Al Heyman. Is that for some reason the fighters don't fight enough. So if they're not relevant, what do you want us to talk about, Harold? If they're getting dust on the shelf, that's what we're getting at. Don't say you guys will do this. If Al Heyman's fighters are not active,
and just so you know, Kenneth Sims Jr.'s manager is subscribed to this channel. He literally showed me at the WBA convention, so they respect you.
I respect you, Harold. We love you, but come on.
As long as you're honest and have that 24/7, then it's a win. You try to be honest with these fighters, but sometimes these fighters can't handle honesty.
No, they can't.
Some of them can't.
It's crazy.
Many of them can. I won't even say
because
it's many of them.
I see here behind the scenes with Brandon when they actually talk to him, and I can't believe how they become so anal because he's telling them the truth. Brandon, when they call Brandon, they ask Brandon, "Do you want me to tell you the truth, or do you want me to lie to you? Which one do you want?" And when Brandon tells them the truth, they become fucking anal. Like they don't like him. All of a sudden, they don't like you. Same with the managers and promotion. That they want to get his information, but when he tells them, they don't like what they're saying about him, but they want to block him. Come on, man.
That's how it goes, man.
But you know what? There's a reason why. Is that because we the motherfucker True School Sports. We talk the real deal here. We talk real. We don't give a fuck. We talk real.
Eddie says we need the BT Prince Patel interview. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Prince Patel. I know he just he won some sort of trinket, and he's going around saying he's the first Indian champion. But Prince Patel, he's been around for years. One of the biggest personalities in British boxing. He's not that good of a fighter, but I like his personality. I remember that when he was so big that Prime Roman Gonzalez even called him out.
For real?
Because he talks a lot of shit in the interview. So we see. Breaker says Apollo, he divorced her. He's been having sex in Miami a lot. Ryan's been to Miami a lot. Yes.
Listen, the bottom line is
he came to Art Basel. Big thing they have here.
It's not for us to judge what the man does. Leave it to Christ. But he's gonna be broke. He's gonna be broke if he keep making all these babies.
He better do a trilogy with Tank Davis.
Yo, and I'll never forget this guy. God bless him. I'm not talking about it. Sean Kemp and basketball for sales.
He's popping them out left and right.
I think he had like 13 kids or 23 kids. Could you imagine making millions of
dollars? They don't call him Rain Man for no reason. He's making it rain.
And I'll tell you this: when I was working security guard for the bank, Ray Lewis,
NFL
player from the Baltimore Ravens, he was paying like $5,000 a week. $5,000 a week, just a piano, whatever his wife wanted. How I know? Because I worked at the bank where all the transactions being made by his agent and stuff. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're only paying $5,000 a week plus whatever else, $20,000 a month. $5,000 a week, which adds up to $20,000 a month, plus whatever else you wanted, like water. Women know. So Ryan, I pray for you. You know what the Lord says? I pray for you.
There you go. BT, what do you think about Asa Ace Stevens? I don't know who it is, so you got to put me on game. I don't know everybody. There's a lot of fighters in boxing.
Is he a new fighter? Has been around for a while.
I don't know. Part of the romance of boxing is its dysfunction. Don King wants. It's true.
Yeah,
a lot of dysfunction in boxing, but you know what? I can handle dysfunction.
But
I thrive in dysfunction.
Yeah, and the thing about it, it's crazy, but I don't know how Brendan does it because he does. I don't know how you do some crazy stuff sometimes.
Daniel says BT Barroso. Shout out to Dan Rubin, Pro Box. Yeah,
Rubin, I picked him. I picked him to win.
He put him out. He did him dirty.
Yeah, that's that Venezuelan power. That's
the pain of communism.
Hey, listen, you get an opportunity. I'm a big believer in America. You got an opportunity, you gotta go get it and take it. And if that's that one time you get the opportunity, whether it's in Pro Box TV that got get up there in the limelights, you better knock that motherfucker out and put a good show on so you get another fight. You gotta take it, and Barraza's done that twice.
Man, I want to see. Listen, I was talking earlier, Daniel. These guys need to stop ducking. I don't want to hear about all these bullshit fights at 40. Just give me Barroso versus anybody who's at the top of 40. Just give me Barroso versus those guys. Give me Barroso versus Ryan. Give me Barroso versus Devin. Give me Barroso versus freaking Tiafimo.
Barboza.
Give me Barboza. Give me
he's got a hard punch.
Barroso versus Jose Ramirez.
When you look at him, you think he's an old man that's like this. He's beat left up. It's that one time you're like, oh, where'd it come from?
Are you ready for the tune-up main event? Let's go! Fredrick Lawson, PBC original.
Is he?
Yeah, he had like one of the first PBC.
Oh, so he's one of Harold's favorites. Harold is one of your favorite fighters? If you don't know the roster, Mr. Al Heyman, then you ain't really a true fan of Al Heyman and PBC.
Facts, Harold. You ain't no PBC fan.
Just joking, Harold.
When's Ohara Davies on? He got put out 1 round.
Knocked out by an old man from Venezuela. He pulled out Rolly the last time in the fight. I mean, dropped him.
Real Matias needs to stop ducking.
That's right. Puerto Rico, Venezuela. Yeah. Is this guy old though, Brendan? Been off a minute?
Like 33, 34. Yeah, his last fight, he scored an upset victory against Esteban, the tough Mexican Esteban Villalobos. Esteban Villalobos gave Blair Cobbs a really tough fight when Blair Cobbs.
Yeah, what's happening with him? I haven't heard nothing much about him. There we go. That's another guy I really like. He should do good on.
I hear he's been pricing himself on every fight imaginable since he beat Maurice Hooker.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
That's what I heard.
God bless to what's his name? I like him a lot. Stay the Flair. What's it?
Blair the Flair.
Blair Flair.
So here he is, Virgil Ortiz.
Yo, I think this guy's gonna knock him the fuck out.
Making his way to the ring.
He's got that killer look.
He got that killer look.
Yeah.
He's a real fighter. Real one of boxing's true
throwback.
warriors.
Yeah. He like two things.
I stood like
the guitar.
I stood like 5 feet from Virgil when he walked to the ring.
What is he? 180? You say about 190 when he's up?
Yeah, they're saying that he rehydrated to 172. He gonna be big. He gonna be strong in there. So I hope Lawson.
But I was listening to
did his sit-ups. I hope he did his road work.
I think
he did whatever he could.
I think it was Paul Malajani was saying that he's a big boy.
He's a gargoyle.
Is he that big? We see him
huge for the weight class. Huge. There was a picture of him standing next to Brian Castano and Virgil fighting at 147.
Yeah.
And Virgil looked like he was about 168.
So you think 154, 160 would be good for him? 168?
I'll have to see him at 60.
Seriously?
Make the middleweight division great again.
Yeah.
Fighting in green.
I'm just happy he's back. I'm just happy he's back with a trainer that I like.
Arnold Garcia.
Yeah,
me too.
And I like Garcia. He didn't get credit for the UK and whatever, but I like Garcia. And I like him more because I'm going to have family from the Garcias in the future.
Shut up. You don't know what's watching.
I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Don't talk too much.
Yeah, I'm just joking. That's true. My son told me an example today about some. God bless the subscriber that follows us.
Yeah.
Famous guy. We don't even know who
he is. You don't know who's watching us. We gotta be real.
My son got to give me a lecture here too.
Careful what we say sometimes on here.
I'm just joking, guys. But he's right.
But main event. Let me put the thing on. Put the banner on right now. Main event. You guys asked for it. And the fine folks at Golden Boy delivered. All right. Virgil Ortiz is back.
Yo, he looks serious, bro. I don't think it's gonna go long with it. What you guys position for this fight? I'm gonna give it 5 rounds.
Shout out to Carlos Red. He says, "Let's go, my Worcester people on the map." He says,
"Worcester, stand up,
Fredrick
baby."
Lawson trains at my gym in Worcester, Mass. Let's go.
Massachusetts, stand up. Lowell, Lawrence, Chelmsford, stand up, Massachusetts. I grew up in Chelsea, Massachusetts. My mom was in Lawrence, Massachusetts. My brother lived in Lowell. What's up?
So, what's your prediction, Pops? You picking Andrew? Are you picking Fredrick Lawson?
No, hell no. I'm taking.
What round, okay, so then what round do you think Virgil gets him out of there?
I'm gonna give him 5 because I'm only giving him 5.
I'm gonna say Virgil gets him out of there in 3 rounds.
I'm gonna say 5 because it's Virgil's inactivity.
I'm gonna say 3.
If it wasn't that, I give him 2 rounds.
I'm gonna say 3.
No disrespect to Massachusetts, stand up.
Who should Virgil fight next? I mean,
we don't know. We don't know.
I'm not sure. I'll look at the rankings in a second, but let's focus on the fight in front of us.
And we'll talk about the ladder.
I'm hoping Lawson can give him some rounds and make it a good fight, but
shout out to Worcester, man. Worcester, stand up, baby. Holyoke, Massachusetts, Springfield. You know what time it is. Pops from the New England area. What's crazy? He's a violent fighter, right? He can knock people out, but he loves playing his guitar.
He does.
That shit threw me off. Rock or some shit, man.
Yeah, he loves rock. He loves like metal and screamo and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, holy crap.
He listens to shit like Rage Against the Machine. You know about Rage Against the Machine?
No, what is that? Rock?
It's this rock band. All they talk about is overthrowing the government.
Yo, I'm like, what the hell? He's really to himself. He's an introvert. It's the best thing.
So here we go. It's been.
Do you see any strength from the other guy, from him?
I mean, Lawson can punch, but again, I reiterate my point. They picked him for a reason.
Yeah.
Apollo says Virgil was unproven at 40 cents, so I can't get the hype because he hasn't fought real competition yet. Hey, you're entitled to your opinion. I think Virgil Ortiz is one of the best fighters out there. I think he got one of the best jabs in the business.
He'll finish you out real quick.
But to each his own. I do think you do got a point though. Like I feel like he's still got to fight a little better competition. But
you mean the big names?
Yeah, but he could have fought Crawford. He ducked Crawford. He actually did.
Yeah.
Here we go. Round 1, Virgil Ortiz, the return against Fredrick Lawson. Virgil feints. And there's that power jab that Virgil works down to the stomach.
The crazy thing is,
and he fought Kavaluskas too. He fought real fighters. He fought McKinson.
Boxing, it's like riding a bike. Once you never lose the.
He's got that same stance as Curiel, but his stance is just like he is more polished, way more polished.
Yeah. Well, he's a lot mature now. What's he in the late 20s now? Right?
I don't think he's that old.
No?
Say 24, 25, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, Virgil being patient, not really opening up too much. Just kind of
just jabbing out there.
Just seeing what this guy has to offer. Good power jab there from Virgil Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Virgil has a better resume than Boots. Straight up.
Does he?
Hell yeah. What?
Oh shit!
Come on.
But they don't give him credit, right?
Come on, let's not even.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
How about Boots and Virgil in 154?
You don't want to get into that talk.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
If I tell y'all the answers to that, y'all don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Virgil Ortiz's jab is still as sharp and as powerful as it's ever been, but look, you
look
can't.
Like you got tassels, Brandon.
Oh, you know the drill with that. Lawson better knock Virgil Ortiz out if he got tassels.
What's that saying here? What you say? What you say like
from Ghana, man.
He's from Worcester, Massachusetts. Ghana.
The Triller CEO is there, David Tetrio.
Oh,
one of the big Triller executives is ringside. Mm-hmm. Do I think Virgil better than Boots? I mean, the jury's still out on that, but I think at 47, I would have probably favored Boots. When Boots moves up, I'm favoring Virgil.
Yeah, I mean, he's in that natural weight. He doesn't have to rehydrate to like 147.
I'll get a slight edge to Virgil.
Weight. Yeah.
I wish they would just fight, honestly, so I could shut up about it. But Boots is
Isn't Boots a free agent though?
Honestly, right now, I'm dead now. I'm focused on Virgil fight versus Lawson.
Yeah.
Right now, Virgil's showing a really nice sharp jab, and I think he might get him out this round. Oh, he's hurt.
Oh shit.
He's hurt. There's a left hook.
Good night.
And then a left hook to the body.
Oh shit.
Overhand right, and Virgil's
loaded. Shit. You might be right, Brandon. Fight stop.
That's it. That's it. Serious? 1 round.
You said 2.
I said 3.
That's why I told you.
I said 3.
That new back when he's trainer. This is what happens when you got chemistry.
They picked him for a reason.
Oh, he said he wasn't tired.
He didn't get put down, so
I mean, he doesn't look hurt at all.
It's a bad stoppage
by weeks. Yeah,
but again, I just know that when from sparring back, like when I first started boxing, one thing Bonnie Canino, shout out to Bonnie Canino, always told us:
what?
Don't ever allow someone to get off on you like that on the ropes, because the ref at that point you're leaving it up to the ref. I think it was a bad stoppage.
You got to be tired.
What you expect? What? Fredrick Lawson's upset, but no ill will. Golden Boy should be ashamed. We knew what it was going to be, but it actually somehow wound up being a little worse than we thought. Now I got these Africans mad as hell. They about to really fight for real.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's the first major fight of the year, and Tony Weeks is already on some bullshit.
Yeah.
He needs to follow Kenny Bayless in the retirement. What type of nonsense is this?
Yeah. I mean, but he was hurting him though, Brian. You don't think Virgil was hurting him enough?
I feel bad for Lawson because Lawson had a tough road to get back to this point. He was never going to be a big favorite. He was already in tough, and he worked really hard. Winning all these fights to get a fight like this, opportunity like this, and he didn't get to go out on the shield. So you hate to see it. Are we getting to that point in boxing? I mean, Virgil Ortiz is good enough on his own. Virgil doesn't need to be coddled or get special treatment. He's good enough on his own.
Yeah.
This isn't Ryan Garcia or anybody like that. There's Rick Regan right there.
Yeah, but
Rick Regan looks like Fuzi too with them damn glasses on.
He looks retarded anyways. I never like this guy anyways. So he's still going off.
He might just fuck around and get off on 20 weeks before this.
Yeah, I was about to get security.
Someone Eddie said this is the worst main event of all time. Look, it's pretty anticlimactic. I mean, look, I wanted to see Virgil Ortiz at least get some rounds. And Eddie says F Virgil Ortiz is taking this fight too. I mean, look, God, listen. Rick Laser is responsible for this. Rick Laser went and found Lawson. I knew the minute the opponent got announced, Rick Laser had something to do with it.
He wasn't hurting him, but look, he was missing a lot of shots too. He wasn't hurting him.
Lawson literally wasn't.
But he wasn't fighting back. But he wasn't throwing punches back either. So
I get all that, but that's not a good stoppage. Like he wasn't buckled. He didn't get dropped. He still had his senses about him.
Yeah, he kept blocked.
3 of those punches got blocked.
Yeah.
He's beside himself. I'm come on, man. Really? That's where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. What type of nonsense is this? Is this really what we're at in boxing? Sam Greer, shout out to you. I see you, Sam. I see you, Sam.
That's crazy, man.
It's funny because I believe it was the same venue, or he was in Vegas. 20 Weeks, same guy that stopped the Barroso fight, comes back. Yo, 20 Weeks in back-to-back years has had the worst stoppages in boxing. First Barroso Rolly, now this, and we only 1 week into the year. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be hard to top that.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Virgil because Virgil's good enough on his own to where he don't got to do that. Like, you don't need to be doing all this for Virgil. Now, if it was the dude that's in his corner, Jose Ramirez, I could understand because Jose Ramirez ain't on that level like a Virgil. But come on. I wanted to see Virgil work his jab because he got one of the best jabs in the business. Showcase his skills, get a couple rounds in. But I feel bad for Lawson because, look, if you're going to lose a fight, at least let the man go out on his shield.
That was crazy.
That's disrespectful. But that's how boxing, that's boxing these days. When you're the B-side fighter, there's never been such favoritism for A-side fighters these days than with boxing now.
Can the commissioner overrule that? If they're there? Huh, Brendan? Can the commissioner overrule that?
Overrule what?
The decision by the referee?
Yeah, overrule that. Why? For Lawson?
Yeah.
They're not doing that.
That ain't happening?
The money, the dollars don't make sense. They're not going to do that for him. That's how it is. Here's Virgil Ortiz.
He really doesn't talk much anyway, so he just say crazy stuff.
I think Diaz said, I was hurting him with all the jabs. I wasn't really putting anything behind it. People are saying Ortiz sucks. No, they're not saying that. They're going after the ref. I don't think nobody here is booing you, Virgil. All right, Robert, Oscar, we got nobody's. Is anybody booing Virgil? All right, my bad, guys. All right, look, you guys know what I'm about. I love to fight. I wish I could have kept going. I need the rounds, but hey, I was hurting him with the jab. I stunned him with the jab, and I didn't even land that hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but hey, I'm ready for anyone out there. It's
Wow.
been a while since
Respect
we saw
him.
you in the ring.
He ain't scared, brother.
Injuries kept you
Who's
out,
scared?
health issues kept you out. How did it feel just to go through the process of today, putting the gloves on, getting into that ring? You know, it felt like I'm back to doing what I usually do. You know, this is my calling. This is what I live for, and I want to continue doing this. So I hope you want to continue doing this. You're in the zone. You say you're a student. For a couple months, you went to concerts, you went to school, but the boxing is what you're all about. This is what you're about. So 154, you'll get this division. Who do you want to fight, Virgil? Bro, there's a lot of fighters that I want to fight, and I know people would love to see this fight. So Tim Tszyu, with all respect, I would love to fight you. You know, I think you're a hell of a fighter.
Let's go!
Damn, you call Tim Tszyu. That's what I'm talking about.
You're not calling people out. It's business. You want to. It's all business. You know, I'm a competitive person. I want to fight the best. Oscar's bring you in here, so you hear your fighter say Tim Tszyu. Is that a possibility?
Tim Tszyu, anybody at 154. Ortiz will even go to Australia and fight Tim Tszyu.
Woo!
Vergil Ortiz back in the ring.
Oscar said he'll pay the trip to Australia. Australia, let's go. You about to bring it, boy. Virgil ain't the one, boy. He went on vacation.
He stopped the fight because he saw the punishment. He saw that Frederick's eyes roll back. There is no standing 8 count, so that's why he stopped the fight.
All right, thank you so much.
There isn't?
Credit to Tony Weeks for giving
Huh?
an explanation to Beto. Many referees
That's some bullshit.
provide us with something like that. That said, I don't
Yo, man, Virgil came out and said, I want a big name. I want Tim Tszyu.
So
Bring it on, baby.
there you have it. It's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor, the Untouchable, True School Sports Empire. You know, listen, we'll talk like 5 or 10 minutes and then we'll get up and out of here. But there's not much to make of the main event. I mean, Virgil did have a point. Like he did stun him with the jab, but at the same time, it's like, look, man, the guy hasn't fought in a year. We're trying to build this guy back up into, you know, one of the big young stars of boxing.
I think the same way the referee
let Lawson get a chance to be a fighter and behave like one when shit gets tough, and let Virgil get a chance to really put the exclamation point.
And I think the same way that the referees go in the locker room and brief the fighters on what they expect from him, and then before the bell they do the same thing in the middle of the ring. I think somebody should fucking give a briefing to the damn referees before they do that. Seriously, like honestly, like what are you looking at? I mean, the guy was on a high guard the whole time. Oh,
no, go ahead.
The guy was in a hard guard the whole time while Ortiz was throwing those punches. Didn't really hurt him. When the fight was stopped, he had nothing. I mean, it was only what, 1 minute.
And it's crazy because this fight was literally at a catchweight too. Like it wasn't even at 54. So it's like
So that's my opinion. I think that the same way that the referee briefs the fighters, somebody need to fucking brief the commission needs to be briefed the referees or suspend them. Honestly,
I agree, and you know, Virgil had a very respectful call out, but again, he put Tim Tszyu on notice. He did say he want that fight. Before I give my thoughts, Pops, what are your initial thoughts on a potential Virgil Ortiz Tim Tszyu fight at 54?
I think right now I want to see more from Virgil. I think it's his first fight with this guy right here. It wasn't what we expected from him. We want to see more rounds from him for activity, but I don't think the Tim Tszyu fight should happen right away. I think. Who else is at 154 he could fight?
I mean, let's run through it.
Let's run through.
Let's run through it, right? We'll go to screen share, right? So this is the 54 rankings, right? And Virgil has already slotted in as the number 3 contender.
Okay.
So you have Magomed Kurbanov, you got Israel Madrimov. Those are good fights, nickable fights because Madrimov's fought in the zone. I know Harold will like that because he hates Israel Madrimov.
Right.
Let me see. Is he ranked anywhere else? I don't think he's ranked anywhere else. Virgil.
Yeah.
He's not ranked anywhere else but the WBA. So right now, it looks like the path he's going towards is the WBA. So fights against the likes of Magomed Kurbanov, Madrimov, those are kind of like the guys that
Lubin fight, even though we don't.
They're not making that fight. I'm telling you right now, they're not making.
Doesn't have it, no. So that's what I think about him. I don't think right now he should just jump into the.
I'll be honest, if
fighting Tim Tszyu.
If that paperwork, listen, I think Virgil Ortiz is so good. Like if that paperwork gets passed, fight Tim Tszyu.
You go for it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you right now, like there's no other bigger fights. I mean, look, last month, he done. Last month, when I went to the Rafael Espinoza, Robeisy Ramirez card, I actually asked Xander Zayas' manager Peter Kahn about the potential Virgil Ortiz fight, and the impression I got from talking to him is that they have zero interest in that fight because he feels that Xander needs to develop more, right? So Xander's still super young.
He came out with experience.
He needs more experience.
Yeah, respect to him.
And what's crazy is that the timeline for that potential matchup just got thrown off even more because Xander is supposed to fight on the undercard of Oshagi Foster versus Abraham Nova, and he pulled out the fight, postponed the fight with an injury.
Yeah, somebody came.
So now they're saying Xander might not fight till like June against Patrick Teixeira.
What happened?
You're not paying attention.
No,
you reading the comment. Pay attention.
Go ahead.
Xander was supposed to fight on the Oshagi Foster Abraham Nova.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, he pulled out the fight, or they postponed the fight. He pulled out the fight.
Okay.
Because now, he's not fighting whatever on February 16th, and now he's gonna not fight till apparently they're saying June.
Holy crap!
So he's not fight. He's not. Listen, scratch him off the list. From talking to Peter Khan and now what's going on with him, scratch him straight off the list. That fight's not happening. But that'd be a good fight down the road. I mean, look, there's not this division is very similar, I feel, to the division above it. There's not a ton of big names. I mean, you got Brian Mendoza, who made a name for himself last year. You got Fondora. Josh Kelly, Callum Walsh. I mean, there's not a lot of names, not a lot of attractive fights here for Virgil.
How about
Jesus Ramos, but like
Takashi Inoue?
Takashi Inoue,
is he good?
He's solid. He's all right,
but he's not like
he fought Munguia. He fought Tim Tszyu. I mean,
okay,
that sounds like something they probably would do. Bakram Murtalatsev, he was the he's been the IBF mandatory for a long time. He's gonna fight Jack Koke for the vacant IBF title. So look,
the winner of that,
the best as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you got Sergey Boach. I like. You know what? I like this fight right here. Actually, even though he's not in the rankings, I like this fight right here.
Seriously,
Virgil Ortiz versus Sergey Boachuk. I like that fight. Both can punch. Boachuk is long and rangy. I like that fight a lot. If they can set that up, that'd be great, but I doubt it because the money won't be the best, quote unquote. And Boachuk is a good fighter.
Right.
Charles Conwell's been languishing around the rankings for a long time. Give him an opportunity. Why not fight him? Those are fights I'd like to see. They're probably not going to happen. So he's going to go this route. I'm thinking, look, he's going to fight Madrimov, Magomed Kurbanov, or Josh Kelly. It's going to be one of them three. something like that.
I mean, shout out to Josh Kelly, but come on, he'll destroy Josh Kelly, I think.
I mean, you got to fight someone.
Let's say there's not enough competition at 154. Let's hypothetically say 160. Would it be better for him?
Huh?
For Virgil. Let's say he don't get the fights or whatever. There's only 3 fights there at 154, right? But if he goes to 160, he might have more fight. And you say he rehydrated to whatever weight.
Well, look. Let's
hypothetically.
Right? Let's go to 160. Right? We'll just assume that since he's going to the WBA route at 154, let's say he goes to the WBA at 160. Now, I like this a lot more. To me, there's a lot more interesting fights here for Virgil Ortiz.
Oh yeah.
Now look, you got at 160, you got Hamza Shiraz, good tall fighter. You got him. You got Liam Smith, former Canelo opponent.
Shane Mosley Jr. not bad.
Shane Mosley Jr. And
Ian Green.
You already know. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'd be a fun fight.
Oh my god, yeah.
You got Emma Williams. You got Elijah Garcia. I feel like if Virgil moved up to 60, it would be better. I know he gonna fight at 54, but my thing is this: if he's not gonna fight Tim Tszyu, or Madrimov, for me, 2 fights I like: Tim Tszyu or Madrimov. I think those guys are the only 2 guys at that level.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think
give him a good fight?
But do you think Tszyu's gonna willing to do that to fight him?
Yes.
What's he gonna get out of that fight?
What do you mean?
I mean,
I know from talking to Tim Tszyu in real life that he's dying for fights like Virgil Ortiz.
Oh yeah,
fighting a Mexican American kung fu precision boxer puncher. Come on.
And De La Hoya said in an interview that he'll fly him out to Australia.
Yeah, they say that until the negotiations happen. Then they want to have it in freaking Dallas.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, so don't believe the hype?
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. They'll say all that until.
So you prefer him at 160?
I honestly don't like Virgil more. I feel like there's more potential for Virgil as a fighter at 160 than 54.
Right.
I mean, look,
we don't know.
He's never won a world title before, so they may want to stay at 54 to try to get him that first world title.
Right.
If this, because I'm sure, because Rick Regan, Ramirez's manager, is also Virgil's manager. I'm sure if there wasn't already, I'm sure there's been pressure put on by Rick Regan and Golden Boy for them to strip Charlo the belt. I think that they will wait for that belt to go vacant, and they will try to get that belt. And then once Virgil gets that belt, and if it happens this year, if he gets that belt, then look at Tszyu, And look, to me, to be honest, there's no fight at 54. I mean, look,
you don't think
Virgil versus Spence.
Mendoza will do anything for him?
I mean, Brian Mendoza's a good fighter. I mean,
not enough to beat him. And Fedora.
Brian, I love Brian. Love Brian. Love Brian Mendoza. That's probably my favorite. That Brian Mendoza is one of my two favorite 54 pounders are Brian Mendoza and Eric Tudor. Those are my two favorite 154 pound fighters. Right. I don't think Brian beats Virgil.
Okay.
There's only two guys in the top 15 I even think would have a snowball's chance in hell.
Holy shit.
Or just champions as well. Zoo, Madrimov. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. And even Madrimov, Jesus Ramos is a good fighter, but I don't think Jesus Ramos is going to be able to get that fight. So
El Mono.
Yeah, I like El Mono. But I think there's so many more better fights at 60 for Virgil. And the middleweight division needs to be great again. So I'm hoping, he don't waste too much time at 54. Yeah. Go there. Get your title, fight Tim Tszyu in a big unification fight, and then just move to 60. Like do that. Yeah. There's more potential there for Virgil.
I mean, if there's more fights there for him, why not? But like you said, I mean, if the Tszyu comes out and says, "Yeah, I want to fight him," or tomorrow he tweets or whatever, then show.
AZBX says Eric Tudor is a Joey Spencer of Golden Boy. Absolutely not. Eric Tudor is a better fighter than Joey Spencer. But look, with how bad he looked against Jose Luis Sanchez, I ain't blaming you. He has to prove himself. So we'll see how it goes. Knowing boxing and fighters, no way Virgil moves to 160 anytime soon. But we'll see. I would love to see him with the 160.
Like you were just saying, like if at 160,
make him versus Johnny Beck.
At 154, if Jamal vacates his belts, then they're available. Then he's supposed to stay there to get them belts. But if not, I think for me, I like Tim Tszyu fight or move up to 160 and do your thing because Virgil looks like he's already hungry. You can just tell. I mean, we can't say much from this fight because we only seen a blink of an eye.
So we'll see, man. Look, these weights are pretty barren of upper echelon top talent.
So damn. So for 2024, we have the featherweights. This is gonna be a big division. The lightweights gonna be a big division, and then we don't know what's gonna happen.
35?
Well, not 135. I'm talking about 115.
Oh yeah,
118.
Yeah.
Bam Rodriguez. Those weights. And then at the same time, we don't know what's going to turn out 147 right now. We don't know. It's a whole change of the guard. 147, 154. We really don't know what's going to happen. There's not that much there going on. 160. So where do you go?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Darius. I want to see Tony Weeks versus. I want to see Tony Weeks versus Barroso. That's what I want to see. I want Barroso to punch up on Tony Weeks a couple of times. It's ridiculous. Every year, it's always something. Champions and boxing superstars. Where are you? That's Johnny Beck.
Yeah.
That's Johnny Beck.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me see. What up, Pops and Brendan? I'm happy for Barroso and man. On a more positive note, before we get up and out of here, give me your thoughts on. You didn't even see the damn fight, but you're not wasn't much to see.
I picked. Which one? The Barroso fight?
Barroso versus Ohara Davies.
I picked them before. When I walked out here, I told Brendan, I said, I'm taking Barroso.
I was being biased.
Barroso dropped. What's the name? Rolly. And I said, this fight right here. Because you look at Barroso, you swear he was like a nobody. Like, he looked crazy and old and washed up. But, boy, when he hits you, he got some pop. So I'm happy for him and Venezuela and the opportunity he's gotten. Now he has a belt. God bless him and them in our boxing promotions.
Yeah, no, Barroso, look, at this point, he's kind of done, in a sense, what Zhang has done in the heavyweight division with the Joe Joyce fights in his last two fights. He's had devastating performances against top opposition, and we want to see we definitely want to see Barroso against anybody. I mean, name them. I mean, Matias, Teofimo, Devin, any of them.
Where does Davies go from here, Brendan?
I just told you.
It's Golden Boy,
back to the British.
So they're gonna cancel this concert. You think so?
I think they cut him after this fight.
Seriously?
I'd be shocked if he stay on Golden Boy.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. I mean, the way that happened. But I mean, for him, what do you think about what we talked about Ortiz? Talked about him. So I don't know.
I mean, he says Virgil Ortiz versus Brian Mendoza is a good action fight on the Friday before. Yeah. Listen, Brian Mendoza, he knocked out Rosario and Fedora back to back. Didn't beat Tim Tszyu, but gave a good account of himself. And I have zero doubt in my mind if the paperwork is passed to Brian Mendoza to fight Virgil Ortiz, he's taking that fight.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be very confident he can win the fight. Now, personally, just being unbiased, I don't think he beats Virgil.
Right.
I don't think there's many fighters around those weights capable of being competitive with Virgil.
Virgil will come on
Because of his blend of
big, strong boy,
his
like
jab,
that.
his aggressiveness, his balance, his conditioning. He's creme de la creme. He's top shelf.
He's back with his trainer.
Virgil Ortiz would have slept a little bit and not allow the judges to rob out of a decision like Jesus Ramos did. I think Virgil would also beat Ramos handily, but it would go to the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, I don't know. I don't think PBC really cares about Jesus Ramos, so I think that fight maybe could happen.
Seriously?
Because PBC, if they don't care about you, they make cross promotional fight.
Well, they just throw wolves.
But if they care, but if they care about you, they'll make you protect you, and
so they just throw you to the wolves.
He's not like a priority for the company. I don't.
He's a good fighter, Brandon. How you
very good.
Be? I mean, that guy right
That's
there.
what I said.
Yeah.
Y'all doing all this for Eric Lubin. Eric Lubin ain't even all that.
No, you should do it for El Mono.
See, you think that beating that your Basinelli took changed 20 Weeks? He reffed that fight. 20 Weeks has been on some. 20 Weeks. Listen, 20 Weeks is the same referee that when Kovalev was getting hit in the dick by Andre Ward, he called the stoppage. So he had problems way before your Basinelli.
Yeah,
but maybe, perhaps,
and it goes on and on and on.
You need to worry less about that whack ass 1980s flat top and how to and worry more about how to ref these fights properly.
Oh, you got me going now with that. Yeah.
And respect to him, he's a referee, but like, come on, man, it's a thankless job. But come on, man.
Yeah.
Dundada says, I want to see Jesus Ramos versus Xander Zayas first. It'd be a good fight, but like, I don't know, man. I think, I listen. I want to get this very clear before I say anything somewhat negative about that. I love Peter Kahn. That's my guy. Love Peter Kahn, but the impression I got from Peter is that they're going to be very slow with this man's development. It's going to be very.
I just feel, and no
slow.
disrespect to, and I like Sweat Boxing Gym.
Peter Kahn.
I like Peter Kahn. I like Javier Centennial. This is all the stuff from Zayas. But you know what? Stop fucking protecting.
Because my thing is, look,
stop protecting Zayas, and he needs to get a fight. That's my opinion. I don't care about all that the experience and all this shit.
But you want to know why? You want to explain to you why guys like Xander Zayas can do what they're doing? It's because a lot of people out there, and this is why I'm such a big advocate for. Okay, it's okay to support people from your country, but like if there are more people in the world that were just fans of boxing and didn't just dick ride fighters because they're from the same country and hide behind the flag, then you'd have to get guys like Xander to fight a little earlier for a title. But because he's Puerto Rican and he's propped up to be that next star, he can be patient. Now I'm gonna say this about Xander. As you can see, Xander's ranked number 3 in the WBO. Now, his ranking actually dropped 1 spot. Mm-hmm. His ranking dropped 1 spot because he was number 2.
Is that because less of fight? He hasn't been fighting?
He was number. No, he just fought. He just fought in December.
Yeah.
It dropped. So my thing is, if Xander is not going to try to challenge for the belt in the next year or so, then they need to drop even further down the rankings. You can't have both ways. You can't say he's too young and then he's ranked number 3 in the WBO. That's not, no, you cannot have your cake eat it.
Yeah.
So, like, I would like for Xander to continue to develop, and I would like for Xander to, eventually, in a year's time,
you can't.
Virgil Ortiz,
okay,
Tim Tszyu, Josh Kelly.
He's got
them kind of fights. Like
some point,
Lubin, Kelly, Tim Tszyu, Virgil Ortiz. Those are the fights you got to see.
And I'll say just the same way I say. I'll say the same way as I'll say for Berlanga 168, the same bullshit with Berlanga. He was doing it in different teams. I can't go through the whole thing. But what I'm getting at is Berlanga was knocking out people doing this. Now he's got to humble himself. Now he's doing his thing and he's learning. Xander, yeah, he's great. I mean, you only can fight somebody just like Canelo. You only can fight somebody in fucking Puerto Rican parades and fight these other opponents. But at some point, like Brendan said, if you're 2 or 1 or 3, at some point, you can't protect them forever. And if you feel that you're
still 21, though. He still is pretty young.
Right. But no disrespect to Peter Kahn. He's a great manager, so I want to clear that out. No disrespect to Javier Centennial for Sweat Boxing. But I will say like this. If you feel you're fighting these more experience, let him move. Drop down rankings. Drop down rankings. Let him move up on his own. Let him earn the fights. Simple as that. You can't have a guy at 3 when you got other fighters that want to fight him, but you don't want to fight him because he needs more experience.
Said BT Harrison versus Virgil. Wow, you want to get Tony Harrison publicly executed? He couldn't even handle Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm serious. Like,
no disrespect.
It'd be a good fight. It could be a good fight. I mean, for the resume and stuff. But no, he gonna get no. You thought Tszyu did him bad? Don't let him fight Virgil.
Virgil's a killer.
Do not let him fight Virgil.
Yeah.
Because at least when he fought, no way. I think it's a bad fight for Tony Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Just being honest. Tony already had Tony had durability problems when he was in his prime. You know, he got him now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Tony Harrison is chilling. Why? Yeah, I don't understand the sense in that fight. That's too much.
Retired now, or become a trainer, or what's the deal with him?
Big Supreme says that I look like the Spanish Lupe Fiasco. You know what? I'll take it as a compliment only because Lupe Fiasco is one of the best rappers of all time. So I'll take it as a big compliment. Thank you, Big Supreme, for the compliment. Someone that's looking great all of a sudden is Vito Monecki. Yeah, I saw that Vito Monecki recently fought on the recent because he's fought on Christmas a couple of times. You know, PBC let him have his own card in New Jersey. Like 70 people showed up to it 1 year for Christmas, and he did it again. Yeah, this year he's done it twice.
It's the same thing.
I'll be honest. I haven't paid like the closest attention to Vito Monecki. I know he did get a stoppage recently. I do know that he has been winning. I did watch a recent video, and I want to give this man a shout out. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. Shout out to my boy Jose Cruz, Miracle Boy Boxing, right? The Puerto Rican.
Puerto Riqueño.
He made a video about Vito, and I did watch it, and he spoke glowingly of Vito, and he knows boxing. So yeah, Vito's doing his thing. I mean, maybe Vito winds up. Maybe Vito versus Xander could be a fight. Let me see. Is Vito ranked anywhere in and around Xander? Because that's a more competitive fight. Puerto Rican versus Italian.
Oh, Italiano.
Let me see.
Manja.
Xander. Let me see. Xander is 12th in the. Is Vito ranked anywhere? So Vito's ranked 6th in the WBA. Is Xander ranked in the WBA? Of course he's not. Is Xander ranked in WBC? So no, they're not ranked in any of the same sanctioning bodies. So unfortunately, we're not going to get any of the fight that we're not going to get the Paisans versus the Boricuas. That's not happening. Mm-hmm. And he says, yeah, he's one of the best. He is. The Food and Liquor, the Cool. This man had classic albums. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Come on, man. And no, Marcos, stop being racist. That's ridiculous. That's bullshit. When Rolly said Barroso can punch out someone. Yes, he can. Roy knows boxing. He told you guys that Shakur Stevenson was boring as hell, and Richard Hedges was boring as hell, and unfortunately, he was right about that.
And Johnny, I told the same thing.
And then with this, oh my God,
I told
Roy the boxing genius.
Yeah, and I told Johnny, I told him before this fight, I said Ross is gonna beat Ohara because the way he hit, for Rolly to give him respect. Rolly doesn't. I never see Rolly go up like the ring, shake hands with everybody. But he gave Barboza respect. He knocked him down with a hard punch.
He said, hell no, I ain't fighting him.
Yeah.
Man, like just imagine. We saw when Shakur fought Jeremiah Nakatilli and De Los Santos. We saw the minute he got touched, he started doing them circling drills around the ring.
Yeah.
You imagine how much Shakur Stevenson would completely run around the ring and circle the ring against Barroso. He would not fight. He would be cautious as hell against Barroso.
If he was afraid to get hit by De La Cruz, imagine how afraid
De Los Santos, not De La Cruz.
I mean, I'm sorry, De Los Santos. Imagine how he's gonna be afraid getting hit by Barasco.
Yeah, Barroso can really punch.
Because when I see Shakur do that, I said, "Damn, this motherfucker is from Paris. Where's he from? Newark, New Jersey." But the whole time he fought like he was afraid. Like he was afraid to get hit.
What does being from someone have to do with you fighting afraid? It's
not
about where you're from. It's about what's in that fighter's spirit.
Okay, right. But
it's about what's in here.
But what I'm saying is he was afraid to get hit by where you're from. It brings out it does or it doesn't, or beats you or it doesn't. If you're gonna represent Newark, New Jersey, which
some of the softest fighters in boxing, some of the softest fighters in boxing are from New York.
Right. And I'm not mad at you saying that. You have your opinion, but I have mine. If Shakur was afraid to have De Los Santos, De La Cruz or whatever, De Los Santos hit him, imagine what he would think about this old man hitting him. He'd be the same freaking way.
I kind of want to see that fight now.
Do you?
Shakur versus Barroso.
Well, that's what Shakur's what, 140?
Well, no. Shakur's at 35. Move up. Yeah, move up.
Yeah.
You know, if never actually don't want to fight you, move up. Let me see. Let's get the comments and then we'll wrap it up. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you all for being here.
Hand History wants to know, BT, do you think Stanionis will move up to fight Virgil?
That'll be a good fight.
I mean, they got unfinished business as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, hell yeah.
Why not? They got unfinished business. He should move up.
Yeah, that'd be
he's not going to fight Boots.
Yeah.
So move up. And you're not gonna fight Jin Sasaki. You're not gonna fight Giovanni Santillan or Trayshawn Wiggins. Any of the guys I don't want to see him fight. So move up.
Yeah,
move the hell up. Why not? Big Supreme says Rolly has a good chin in retrospect. A great chin.
Yeah,
he got a granite chin.
He came out there, shoot the man's hand after
he shook that man's hand.
He's like, damn, man.
I want to see the rematch. David says, I honestly don't know if Javon Nance could fight. Honestly, look, I used to think that Boots could beat Virgil.
No hating on Philadelphia.
I'm not hating on nobody. For all the Philadelphians come out of nowhere and say, you didn't say that when you was in. Listen, man.
Let's get it clear. We talk boxing. That's all. Yeah.
I think that Boots is athletically, obviously he's the more athletic fighter than the Virgil, but Virgil's balance, Virgil's jab might be the difference in that fight. Virgil has, I cannot emphasize it enough. Virgil Ortiz has one of the best jabs in the whole sport of boxing. And I'm just waiting for him to fight somebody like top level to bring out even more in him. You know, he's been, they're both great talents. I really wish, just for our sake, that the powers that be could, you know, get their shit together, make that fight happen for the fans. Because really and truthfully, that's the fight that they should both be building towards. Is
forget about the Crawford fight. Forget about the Spence fight. Move on from all that shit. Talking about the Boots team. Move on from that. And 2024, move on for other opportunities. That's all.
Yeah, but listen, guys. On that note, we 3 hours in. It's been a pleasure. It's been a great live. You know, we got a lot of great content coming out here on True School Sports. And listen, if you haven't checked it out already, go check out my Teeth Overton and Tanner Farmer interviews from earlier in the week, and P. Dobson as well. And yeah, you know, a lot of great content, a lot of great things coming up here on the channel, and yeah, like it's gonna be a busy upcoming week. We got Better BF Smith next week, so it's gonna be something really, really fun. And you got anything else to add?
No, great live. Thank you all for being here and taking the time with us. Like I always say. Our success is your success, so thank you for being here for 2024.
I'll tell you one last thing. I'm not going to go live tomorrow, but expect a live on Monday once I've had at least 48 hours to process this tomfoolery, this foolishness, and once more things happen in boxing reaction to this. So, yeah, you guys be good. Stay tuned for all the content, all the post-fight review videos that I'm going to drop 2 post-fight review videos right after this is done. And, yeah, you guys be good, be blessed. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.